I want to start playing
Yep.
D&D now.
Yeah, all right, come on, guys. Let's get it together. Let's play some
So,
Dungeon and Dragon.
I see you changed your nickname, Joe. What's the deal with that?
Tadpole quit because he's not
Tadpole.
getting paid. Yeah.
Oh,
All right, that's
He
fine.
was here to get paid. He's not getting paid.
awesome.
Is
Fucking
anyone else
awesome.
playing a different character, or is it just you, Joe?
No.
Okay, so let's talk progression here for a second. So everyone decided to take an extra hit point, right? Or do you want to reverse that after reading or thinking for a week? Because remember, a hit point's a serious wound. Like that's not something you're gonna take willy nilly. Like it's if you get stabbed or shot. So 2 is about average. 3 is beefy, and 4 is the cap. So 4 is like you're one of the beefiest people like in wherever you are.
Fuck yeah.
I certainly take the hit point.
I'm gonna need to be a beefy hummingbird, whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I want the health point.
Okay, cool. And,
Tadpole also took the health point if he does come back.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. You guys are at one point or other. You all filled out a little thing that said you wanted to do retrieval, and come about a week of recovery. You're all summoned. Wake up, eat breakfast in the hall.
What do we have for breakfast?
Bug juice. You go up to the 2nd floor. And
Bug juice and flapjacks.
Yes. You're outside of Edith's office, the retrieval section, and the door is dark. No one appears to be around at all. And you guys, that is Lurch, Trazodone, and Flit, are all standing in a room with somebody new. Maybe describe yourselves in 2 or 3 sentences, just so anyone who starts off can, doesn't have to rely on listening to the pilot. So we'll just go, Lurch, what do you look like?
Lurch is a slight man with extremely rough hands, and on his back he has a cage backpack in which Zoe and Mirabella are carried around.
Perfect. All right. Trazodone.
Trazodone is 7'3". He's a half orc, pale green skin. He's wearing what used to be full-length pants, but are now capris because his calves are so muscular they've busted out, and a crop top, which has always been a crop top, as that is his preferred style. And he's jacked as hell.
Flit, describe yourself.
My name is Flit. I'm a hummingbird Aarakocra. I am, what did we say, 3 feet tall? About yes. I have a very long little hummingbird beak. My wings are constantly moving, and they're a blur behind me of just like a greenish iridescence. And I've got very colorful plumage, and I'm wearing a cloak, and I have a backpack full of art supplies.
Nice.
So Roger's a tall human, handsome guy, big buck teeth, mediocre facial hair. Nothing really stands out about him.
British?
Not British.
Oh.
I wanted to do Australian for Roger, but I can't do Australian.
Hi, Raj. I'm Lurch.
Hey, Lurch. Nice to meet you, guy. Is that rotten meat I smell, Lurch?
It sure is. And I pull out the bag of rotten meat I had around my waist. This is the midday snack I have for Zoe and Mirabella. And right as I say that, they both crawl from where they were on my back in their little holding cage up to my shoulders.
Good God.
I imagine, I forget who got fucked up last time. The one whose face got crushed.
Oh, that was Mirabella.
Yeah.
I definitely brewed healing magic her way.
So she's molted and her face is restored. It's more beautiful than ever. And both of your centipedes have grown slightly as well.
Nice.
And so because the centipedes are also like your whole class and you need them to fight, you can also give one of your 2 centipedes an extra hit point. Which centipede would you like to give a hit point to?
I'll give it to Mirabella.
Cool. Okay.
That sure is something, huh?
They're Western Ridgebacks.
A fine breed.
Sure are.
This must be Trazodone. Recognize
That's
those
right.
anywhere. And
You've heard of me, huh?
flick your abs with the back of my hand.
They ring like you've hit a gong. Nice to meet you. I like the cut of your jib, Raj. Put it here. Just kind of like go in for a high five, but I don't wait for you to return the high five.
I do
So I'm
that.
just kind of like going to slap your shoulder, but if you get out of the way and slap my hand, it's a high five. I'm just like,
No, I'll just slap your shoulder too.
oh, keep me on my
Seems like-
toes. I like you, man. We're gonna have fun together, little guy.
You guys are talking amongst yourselves, doing the introductions, and a little old woman begins hobbling down the hall towards you. She's taking a remarkably long time and hasn't seemed to have noticed you. And eventually, she draws closer, and her old hands fumble with a set of keys, and she opens the door and walks in.
Ma'am, are you all right? Can I help you? You seem like you're.
Oh, were you waiting for me? I'm so sorry. Here, come in. Come in.
Ma'am, is there something that
She goes and
are
she
you
sits
all
down
right?
at the dustiest old chair and just this big grand office. It's full of trinkets. Her name tag says Miss Edith, overseer of retrieval. She sits down and she says, "No, I'm quite all right. Thank you very much. You're here for the retrieval mission?" She looks at
Spit
you,
it out, lady. I got places to be.
her old sunken
Don't
eyes.
you be nice to
What's
her.
the job? Whatever.
Edith is the counterpart to the last unpleasant guy.
No, she does retrieval. I'm editing the.
She's the
chat
retrieval
line.
version
Yeah.
of the animal.
Yeah, that's what I mean,
control guy.
counterpart.
Yeah. They have like the
The
same. They're like,
overseer of retrieval. Yeah.
yeah.
Heard that.
So she says, "It's pretty interesting what we've got today." And her old face kind of lights up as best it still can, and she says, "We've got quite once in a century sort of thing going on. Actually, this time it's quite special. There's a little tournament on an island where you hunt some sort of pig. I don't know. We were put on the waiting list when we missed the last one because apparently the pig is gold. And well, we got the letter and it told us to submit a team. It seems like a pretty easy assignment, so why not send you?"
What's that supposed to mean, you old bitch? You think we can't
Hey,
handle
hey,
something
hey,
harder?
You will not be rude to Miss Edith. She is a nice lady.
Is he
I'm
always
very
like
rude.
this?
I am very concerned
Yes,
about
he's
Miss
always like
Edith.
this.
And
Oh my
I'm
God.
going to cast my first level cleric spell, Death Watch, because I want to make sure she's okay.
She's pretty. I mean, she's just old. She's just really fucking
How old?
Like 95. 95.
That's goddamn old.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
She is an old bitch. I said it as a term of endearment.
I'm actively worried in her presence and after we leave.
Well, I'm pretty confident that we can get this pig, Edith.
We're in luck because Zoe and Mirabella, being Western hardback centipedes, make for excellent hunting companions.
Oh, I'm glad you'll get
Heard
to
that.
lose your cats. That's so good.
Would you like to hold one?
No, thank you. I'm allergic to cats.
They're Western ridgeback centipedes.
I've never heard of that kind of feline, but that's okay. I just do have the carriage driver is going to take you. Well, no, actually, you're going to get in a sigil and go to one of our dock houses because you need to sail for a day or two. But
Getting
the
a
carriage-
sigil.
Yes, that's how
Like
you
a
get
drawing?
Yes. Well, no, it's a little fixed teleportation device that allows us to warp in between locations. They're old enchanted rocks.
Oh, yeah,
and
I mean,
they're
I
split in
know.
half,
I
and you can
know.
go in between them,
I
regardless
know.
of the distance. Well, then why did you ask the
I'm
question?
just trying to keep you on your toes, you old hag.
You are
Just playing.
such a troubled
I slap her on
young
the back.
man.
Hey, hey!
Friendly.
Ugh.
It's like
No,
not
no,
as hard, not as
no.
hard. Still a little too hard, but not as hard as I slapped Raj on the back.
Please don't touch me.
Sorry about that, Grandma. I'll keep it in mind.
I'm not. You're no grandson of mine. Anyways,
It's a figure of speech.
All right,
Lighten up, will ya?
ma'am. Thank you for the information.
Do you have any questions? I have a map if you'd like it.
That would be lovely.
Is the pig a real pig, or is it a pig-shaped trophy thing?
Pretty sure it's a magic pig, Trazodone, if it's made of gold.
It is, in fact, a living pig, and it is.
Okay, well, that was my
fact,
question. Is this like a statue of a pig made out of gold, or is this?
How do you hunt a
oink, oink?
statue, Trazodone?
She gives you the 55-year-old, 60-year-old map.
Mm.
This is almost as old as you, Edith.
Oh, you're so kind to me, Roger. Well, if you don't have any questions, I suppose you'd better get going. Here's your sigil pass, and she like scrawls her name on like an old piece of paper and hands it to you with like a shaking, withered hand.
Sick.
Please take it. My arms are getting tired.
Yes, of course, ma'am.
Do we have any information about these golden pigs?
There's only one. It comes along once every century. The mythos goes that it's some sort of fertility ritual for the island, I think.
How many other teams are looking for it?
I think they accept 5, so there would be 4 other teams.
Say, that was quick math.
So you don't kill the pig, you just capture the pig.
I believe you carve out its heart and present it as an offering.
Now,
We'll
there's
just-
only one pig?
Yes, it's a
The
golden
new
boar.
pig every century.
No, it's a golden pig is born every century.
I see.
I'm sorry, I'm very old. I may have forgotten to mention that.
I mean, a century, you would have been, what, 15, 16?
Oh, that's so
Let's try
cool.
-5, dipwad.
I don't know what negative numbers are. But I've read a lot about the ritual, and that's what I'm able to remember.
Right on.
It's very prestigious, but be careful. Other folks will be there and they'll want the same thing. It doesn't always go well. Of course, there are exceptions, but you may have to get your hands dirty. It all depends.
If we destroy the other 4 groups, then we get the pig?
Well,
whoa, that's really aggressive. We don't need
Just a question.
If you can find the pig, then you don't need to kill them. You just have to find the golden boar before them.
I didn't say kill. That's awful.
You said destroy. That's pretty bad.
Destroy in a metaphysical sense.
It would still destroy a person's soul, and therefore the spark that makes them who they are. But regardless of that, we are going to, I think that's everything I have to say.
Right on.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye, Edith.
Oh, goodbye. Good
Stay
luck.
alive now.
She laughs, and it sounds like she dies, but she just coughs it. She just coughs a little bit.
She laughs, and it just sounds like static.
Okay, you guys take that little piece of paper she gave you. You go down 3 flights of stairs. There's a big old orc man, way bigger than you, Trazodone, and he says, "Sigil pass." And you hand him a little piece of paper. And
Here you
her handwriting gets worse every day, don't it? And then he stands to the side, and the door opens, and you guys walk into a sigil garden. It's basically a bunch of big rocks in like a cave area. They're all of different geologies and types. You got like marble, limestone. It's kind of like the place where you're going. You guys particular are walking towards a large rock of basalt. It's like a huge boulder. I mean, You guys walk towards it. He says, "You're going to the west dockyard. It's going to be that one." And he points to the basalt one. You guys walk through the sand. It's raked, so you can see who's walked towards it. And there are little like enchanted rakes, moving around the sand to make sure that it, constantly erases in between people using the sigil to make sure there aren't like trespassers in the network or anything like that. You walk through the rock of basalt. You put your hands on it and just kind of step through into a sigil garden on the other side, but there's a lot fewer sigils than there were before. Same situation. Another big orc at the door. He says, "Hey, got a bit piece of paper. You coming from?" You hand him the other half of the piece of paper, and he says, "All right, good stuff. Go to Dock 7." You guys walk out onto this bustling dockyard. You're not really sure what city you're in. They never said. It's hot. It's summer, it's hot, but it's sort of a temperate hot.
I take my shirt off.
You guys walk towards the dock that you're told to walk towards. There's a carriage driver's at the wheel, and he says, "All right, sailing today. I'm a captain now." And you guys all get on and sail for 2 days. Do you want to discuss anything during this voyage? You sleep in hammocks under the deck. The ship has 2 masts. It's not huge. Crew of naval gnomes, they call themselves, jump and flit around the deck and make sure that all the stuff with the sails are taken care of.
Oh, I don't feel so good on this boat. Lord spends 2 days seasick.
Perfect.
I'm sitting like this, and it looks like I'm relaxing, but I am so tense. I'm having a panic attack. Well, I'm not having a panic attack. I'm actually just really relaxed when I'm sitting on the deck like this, sunning myself. I feel good. I feel really good.
I've got nothing really to say, but during this time you'll probably meet my familiar. It's a squirrel, a flying squirrel. I feed him nuts.
Oh,
and I
what
eat
kind of
nuts.
flying squirrel is that?
I'm a flying squirrel.
While you're thinking, I do want to just say, while Zoe, the small one, is quite friendly, Mirabella does tend to be very aggressive towards small mammals, so I would keep Lil Raj away from her.
During this time, I'm gonna cast Charm Animal on both of them, just casually throughout the. So it's a southern flying squirrel. I could have guessed that. Fuck me.
No,
Oh, that's so embarrassing, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna charm Zoe and Mirabella on this trip with my druid magic.
Don't think for 1 second that means you can control them better than I.
Certainly not. We're just pals.
The centipedes are not going to eat the flying squirrel. Cool. The okay. You doing anything, Flit? You working on painting seascapes?
Oh, I am so excited to capture the sea at every, possible time of day. And,
Well, after 2 days,
wonderful.
you guys hear one of the naval
Light.
gnomes say, "Land ho!" And they all start hopping around the deck and adjusting the sails and making for setting anchor. You guys see this, you see Young Island kind of appear, through the, let's say it's about afternoon. You just see it distantly on the horizon, and then it grows larger and larger. It's a pretty big mountain in the middle, about 1,600 feet jutting up from the sea. So it's pretty substantial. And around it are just jungles and marshes and farmland, and you see a bustling village near the coast. It's on sort of a plateau, so it's not going to get eaten by the sea, but it is still pretty close, and the farmland appears to be in the plains. You guys start sailing into the dock. The seagulls. There's already probably 7 or 8 other ships there.
Before we go ashore, Roger's gonna climb up to the crow's nest and look around at the other ships and see what he sees. Different kinds of ships. Do I know where they're from? He shields the sun from his eyes with his hand, and little Raj does the same thing with his little squirrel hand.
Oh.
Meow!
Gonna roll you an observation check.
Sick. Roll one for little Raj too.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to identify a couple of ships. One looks like kind of a corporate vessel, sort of like the one that you're in. Maybe there's another adventuring company with a horse in this race.
Oh.
That seems to be your best appraisal. You can tell by the logo on the side. Your ship says VSC. Theirs says PSC. So pretty similar there. You see a circus-looking ship. You're not really sure what that's about. Doesn't look like anything you've ever seen before. Clearly,
What
from
does a circus-looking ship look like, please?
Got a carousel on it.
Obviously, red and white stripes with a carousel and
Uh-huh.
fireworks and
So it's
clowns.
got red and white
Someone's
stripes
playing
on
a
the
calliope.
sails. And it looks specialized. Like it looks like it doesn't look like a ship that's necessarily made to traverse the sea. It looks like sort of a show ship or like a trick ship. So I guess the deck is a little bit lower. There aren't as many sails or masts. It takes a while to get anywhere. Looks like it might be a barge for letting some sort of pyrotechnics from.
How'd it get
something like
here?
that. I mean, they've equipped it with sails. It just probably took a lot longer than you guys' ship did. It can. It just looks like it's been adapted to this purpose. It's not the most practical vessel, we'll say. And then there's a what looks to be a really, really rich dude's customized exploration ship, far and away the largest ship. Oh damn, that guy's definitely in the competition. And if he's not here in it, he's certainly here to watch.
Dear.
Yep.
Ooh.
You see 3 merchant ships that are nondescript and obviously just there to sell and spread information. And the last ship is a pirate ship. Yo ho, yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
So the teams we have are corporate, pirate, rich guy, circus.
Yes.
That's our competition. All right. Raj and Little Raj glides down and Raj slides down and relays the information to the team. That's all. Team knows now.
Perfect. You guys get in the jolly boat. Carriage driver rows you to the dock. Get on the dock. He says, "Good luck. We're counting on you back home."
Oh, thank God. Finally back on land. Oh.
You stumble a little bit. Forgotten what it's like.
Just been hovering this whole time, so I haven't really noticed.
I want to slap Lurch on the back and say, "Just when you found your sea legs."
Well,
So anyways, it's afternoon, the sun's beating down. You guys are greeted by an elf in a long purple robe, and he says, "Hello, are you the team for the Versatile Solutions Corporation?"
yes.
Good. You're the last one to arrive. Fashionably late even, but I suppose that's how they do it in the corporate world. Come on, let's go. And he leads you towards this large party on the beach. There's like a lot of people talking and eating, and the merchants have stands set up. There's a really long dining table set out and elevated on a stage in the middle of this little village. There's about 400 people in the village. There's like an enclosure, huge cage, and in that cage is a little golden baby boar, moving and running around. It looks like a regular boar, except it's golden. It's completely solid, iridescent gold. It's very beautiful.
Can I
but it
approach
also, yeah, absolutely. You can get within probably 10 feet of it. You just kind of walk through the crowd. The other competitors are sort of mingling in their little groups. A few people are, crossing parties to talk.
I cast Charm Animal on the pig.
It doesn't work. One of there's an elf cleric standing kind of like off to the side in the same sort of purple robes, and he just raises his eyebrows at you.
I just smile at him.
He gives you an understanding nod, and he says, "That won't work here. I'm sorry."
I get as close as I can to the pig, and I take Zoe and Mirabella out in my hands and put them on the ground. I psychically command them both to get a sense for the scent of the boar.
Nice.
It is metal. It smells more It is more metal than I think we've ever smelled, Father.
A lot of metal.
Just remember it well.
Of course, Father.
Jesus.
I shall commit it to memory. I shall forget my own birth in order to remember this.
Christ!
Well, you know there are only 2 memories available in a centipede's brain, Father. Or rather, equivalent to
course
the
I
number
know
of hit
that.
points.
Well, yes. Forget your birth for now. Excellent. I put them
Look-
back in my backpack.
Okay, they crawl back into your bag. Pig's still running around, looks very happy. Like drinks some
Yep.
water, like hops up in the air. Maybe he looks at you guys and squeals and runs in a circle. It's very cute.
Amazing. I wanna find the pirates.
Okay, it's not hard. They're being pirates over, pretty far away from everybody else. Sitting, and there's like one of the rich dudes' team. They're all dressed like British hunters,
Yeah.
in like these beige uniforms with their like clean, shiny firearms and such.
Naturally.
Disgusting.
Yep. And a few of them are mingling with the pirates, who just look like fucking pirates. And they're just sitting and drinking, smoking.
They drinking grog.
Absolutely.
I try to bum a mug of grog.
And who's ye, anyways?
Well, I'm Raj.
Rod, huh?
Yeah.
My name's Barbadom Senior. Nice to meet you. And he holds out a fucking nasty, gritty hand.
I do like the wrist grab, you know.
Wrist grabbing man. I see. It's so funny how men know what to do in these sorts of situations, isn't it? And he lets go and he steps back. He said, "These are me boys. Stinky Pete, Fat, and
Buck.
Slim."
Well, goddamn. Pete sure is stinky. Fat's not as fat as you might expect.
No, Fat's just as fat as you'd expect. He's just faster than you'd expect, too. And this is me team. This schmuck over here, I don't even remember his name. It's probably something long and highfalutin. It don't matter. You're here for the pig, I take it?
I think we're all here for the pig.
Aye, fill your grog up. I'll drink to that.
All right. I drink
The
some
golden
grog
boy.
with Barbadom.
Clink glasses.
Way yeah.
Needed.
You know anything about that rich guy?
Him? Yeah, his name's, Lark. He's a real famous hunter, he told us. He's got the most men with him for sure. Dude has about 6 guys with him. There's only 3 acrobats. And 4 pirates. And 4 adventurers as well.
Well, if things get hairy, let's just say that we're willing to make an alliance against this lark.
You're coming to pirates? You're either an idiot or you're gonna double cross us, kid. You got better folks to pick from than me. What's your game anyways? Thinking a feller like me is gonna be easy to recruit because I'm stinky? Dirty, is that what it is?
I've never trusted circus folk, and I don't like these corporate hunters either.
Only thing worse than a pirate's a circus folk, but...
Amen there, Barbadom.
So you might not be the best ally, but you're the best we've got.
You're certainly the only one with grog.
I ain't gonna let you in on our plan, and if the cards are down, I'll certainly fuck you over at a moment's notice, but I assume that goes both ways. So if you want to have that sort of relationship and call it a team, ain't no trouble by me, brother. You can fill your glass up, take all you need.
I don't drink grog. Makes me sick.
I wanna subtly
have fun
detect
at church.
I wanna subtly detect poison.
No, it's not poison.
Just grog.
Yeah.
I drink
Strong.
plenty- I
You
drink plenty
detect
of
a
grog.
lot of poison, but the normal amount.
Yeah.
What are you doing here, Barbadom? What do you want with this gold pig?
Well, my grandfather tried to get the pig and he failed. My father tried to get the pig and cost him an eye.
Oh my.
Yeah, and then he died from sepsis.
That makes sense. Yeah, losing an eye is pretty gross.
And then, well, Here I am.
I heard there's something like a fertility ritual.
I don't know.
You just
All
want-
I know is that when I get that heart out of that there pig, I'm gonna have to make an offering at the sunken temple of Umberly. And I ain't looking forward to that, but I owe the bitch a debt. One that can be repaid.
with a gold pig heart.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense to me, Barbadom. What about the silver spoons? I assume they're just trophy hunting.
Yeah, they just want it for the wall.
Mm.
What about you, anyways? We even have motivations?
I'm not getting paid to be here.
Well, I'm assuming you're getting paid in experience and resume building.
that Barbadom. What about the circus fools, circus clowns?
If I talked to them, they'd spit me a font of lies, and it ain't worth drinking from. So I ain't talked to them.
And the other corporate folk are here for the same reason we're here for.
I don't know. They ain't talked to us. I think they's used to killing blokes like us, to be honest.
Yeah, it makes
But they
sense.
never come across us. Ain't
Yeah,
that
you seem
right,
like a wily one,
Bat
Barbadom.
goes. Slim pulls his knife out.
Yeah. How slim is Slim?
Slim. About as slim as fat as fat.
Got it.
That was such an easy to parse sentence.
Right on. All right, I'm gonna drink not too much grog with these guys because I've got little Raj with me, so I gotta keep my wits clear.
You don't want little Raj to start thinking poorly of you.
No, I mean, I'm with my charge. You know, I can't get get obliterated.
Cool.
Your squirrel must need a lot of supervision.
You ever? I mean, it's a flying squirrel. You know, it's a fragile creature.
You have
I
a
got
drink
one
or
hit
two
point.
with Barbadom.
Yeah.
You know, it goes from afternoon to evening. The last piece of information you get is that the ritual's probably going to start around dusk. So would you guys like
Tonight?
to? Yes.
Oh shit!
Oh,
It's fine. I won't. You haven't like overindulged in the grog.
I'm
or
making
anything.
coffee. I'm gonna make some coffee.
You're like a fantasy person. You're like used to this background level of
Yeah, that makes sense.
if you engage in
Like
liquor or
breakfast
something
beer.
like that. Yeah, exactly. So, and you were just on a ship for 2 days, so that's also a grog. So, you're fine. Probably gonna begin tonight. There's probably gonna be a dinner. It's all you learn from the rest of drinking with the pirates. Time to maybe talk to like one other group or do one other thing if you want to before it's about dusk.
I kind of want to talk to the circus people.
Yeah.
Okay. They're
sounds
stretching and one's doing a handstand and it's a human, an elf, and a gnome.
Just the three of them?
Yep.
Does this circus have any animal acts?
Circus don't have no animal acts here, kid. Says the gnome. Just acrobatics. We're acrobats. He said, yeah, we're acrobats.
That's
I'm
really neat.
I'm Ed. And there's Eddie. That's Ed. He points to elf.
So their names are Ed,
Ed and Eddie.
Ed, and Eddie.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Which one is Eddie?
The human.
Got it. Who's in charge?
The gnome.
good.
You're missing out. My hometown, we had a Western Ridgeback centipede circus. Most amazing sight you could see.
Then narrows his eyes, lights up a cigar, says, "What the hell's a centipede, kid?"
Funny you should ask.
Ah, Jesus!
God.
This is Zoe and Mirabella.
The elf kind of raises his eyebrows, and the human just looks disgusted. Gnome says, "Jesus Christ!
I know,
God
you can imagine.
damn.
It's very
No,
impressive.
no, it's not. It's gross, man. Put that shit away.
Gross.
What are you doing?
What are you...
Yeah, you got big nasty bugs living in your back or something? The
I'm
hell,
sure
man?
you-
I thought that was a backpack. I thought that
They
was just a
clean-
regular fucking backpack.
They're not nasty. They clean themselves regularly.
Yeah, so do cats. I don't keep one of them on me back.
Well, I highly doubt you'd have reacted the same way to a cat. You've
I hate
insulted them, and
cats.
you've insulted me. So,
Well, I don't know. Don't have creatures that are so ugly. What do you want? You walked over here, showed me some ugly shit, and of course I'm revolted by it. What the hell would you expect?
What's the matter with you, Ed?
What's the
You're a
matter
real
with
son
you
of a- you're a
carrying
real
stuff
son of a
around like that?
bitch.
What the hell's the matter with you anyways? And his friend, yeah, what the hell? His friends kind of chime in.
I understand if you don't
Hey.
find the Mirabelle
Oh,
beautiful, but you
Jesus.
don't need to be
Look,
so
Lurch,
mean
look, Lurch.
about it.
Oh God, you gonna cry?
Lurch, there's nothing
Fuck.
wrong with being a freak, brother. It's just you gotta understand. Not everyone's gonna get the lifestyle.
A freak? What?
No, 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 no. They're nice. You know, they're just you got to get used to them if you're not
I've
used
seen them
to
eat their
them.
own body weight in raw war meat every single day. They can't be nice. They're monsters. They're ghouls.
I agree. Now please get the hell out of here unless you have any more business.
He's hey, buddy. He's a nice guy. He's just a little, you know. We all got it. We all got a guy like that. He's just a little, you know. Don't think
Yeah.
badly of him.
Whatever,
Hey,
dipshit. See you in the jungle.
Ed, Trazodone, eat shit. Especially you, Trazodone. You're a real son of a
Raj.
ghoul.
The
What a turncoat.
The circus people get up and walk away.
Yeah, damn right.
Whatever. I feel
Yeah,
good.
whatever my ass.
I feel good.
It's a good thing you
Having a
two
good
only
time.
you two only have 2 memories, for that one will be soon forgotten.
Oh, it's okay, Lurch.
Look,
Hey,
man, I was
Trazodone,
trying to
have you
stand up
have you
for
lost
you.
weight?
No, I've been eating a lot because I've been feeling really good.
Hey, you just
feeling
look
really
you just
no-
look smaller
No,
than
no.
normal.
No. It's
Met him
because
2
I've
days
been.
ago.
It's because I'm like more tan now. Like my skin is more of like a brown green than a normal green right now, and so
Oh,
the
that
shadows aren't standing out as well because I've just been like tanning so much. Yeah,
makes you
no,
look smaller.
I'm still no.
I see. I see.
No.
Anyways,
Look, Lurch. I was trying to stand up for you, buddy.
Well, I didn't feel like that.
Well, maybe you should try standing up for yourself once in a while. I'm just playing.
Meanest superpower ever.
yeah,
Well,
really.
You guys
damn.
hear the big chimes.
I'd know that sound anywhere.
The big elf, you know, kind of standing by the stage. And he says,
How big?
"If you'll all shuffle over to the table, the ceremony can begin." And everyone sort of begins, you know, shuffling over to the table.
Hover. I hover over.
And you sit
I
down.
swagger over.
Who do you try to sit next to?
Those circus freaks.
The pirates.
Okay. You guys end up in between the circus freaks and the pirates, and you're across from the other adventurers. They see you guys for what you are. You see them for what they are. You don't really introduce yourselves. Just kind of like a, I know why you're here. You're my competitor. Sort of air. And the kind of main elf. Everyone's wearing these beautiful purple robes. A few of them have like artwork around their eyes. And he says,
I want to make eye contact with one of the rich guys and just go like,
"Oh no."
that's all.
Just sort of furrows his brow and looks back over to the old guy.
Uh-huh.
And now, when the sun dips below the horizon, we will release the golden ball, Freya's gift. Once in a century, it runs around and brings fertility to this land. But it cannot bring fertility forever, so it must be hunted. I assume you all know why you're here, and I won't go on about it. Here, my people, and elves kind of start to come out from the village, and they're carrying, you know, these like prepared home offerings, have given you the labor of their love, the grain of their homes, and the fruits of their labor, presented here for you to dine in extravagance prior to the hunt. Eat long, eat well, get to know your fellow competitors. And when the elders begin their hike to the temple atop the mountain, the hunt will have begun.
Roger claps.
Everyone else kind of follows.
Nice.
Lurch is still teary. He's
All right.
sulking.
They basically just serve you a buffet of like island village people food. So you're gonna
Fuck
have a
yeah.
lot of sun fruit, berries, frogs. They have fresh water here. It's big enough.
Any nuts?
Yeah. There's like palm nuts, a few goats,
Take a lot of nuts.
a couple of
Store
chickens.
many of them.
Yeah,
My-
I'm
my-
tossing whole frogs to Zoe and Mirabelle under the table.
I keep picking up a frog by one leg, and then I put it in my mouth. And when I pull it out, it's just like a perfect frog skeleton, and I throw it behind me, and then put another
Perfect.
one in.
Yep. There's more than enough food to go around. The village is
Just,
prepared a stupendous quantity.
I'm just gonna like go up to where they've got all the fruit and stick my beak into the pile, and then it comes away like a perfect shish kebab of fruit.
That's funny.
Cool.
Unsanitary though.
You guys want to say anything to the people next to you? The circus folks are sort of scheming and talking. The rich guys are telling stories about all the exotic hunting that they've done.
I'm gonna tell Ed, I'm gonna eat you alive, Ed. I'm gonna eat you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Well, it'll be easier to cut you open from the inside than out, you stupid son of a bitch.
Do I hear this? Do I hear
Yeah.
this? Okay, I walk over. Like,
You're gonna
what
get
the
up.
fuck are you saying to my friend, Ed?
Everyone else is seated and like eating a nice dinner, and you're
I'm
gonna
standing
get up and
and
walk over.
I'm
Perfect.
going like this. I'm going
A
like
hush
this.
falls about the table. Ed looks up and he says, "Your friend threatened me. I'm trying to have a nice dinner here."
Shit, you're full of shit, you fucking loser. I pound my fist on the table as hard as I
What the
can.
hell, man? Hey, speak up for yourself. You just threatened me. I forget your fucking name, Bucktooth. But you just
What
came
the
over here and
hell
threatened
did you just
me.
say to him, you
Now
piece
tell
of
your
crap?
dogs to get off my ass, or I'll tell the elders.
I'm not a dog, I'm
what?
a half orc!
Trazodone. It's okay, champ.
Get out of line.
Settle down, buddy. Settle down.
Ah!
We gotta wait for the hunt.
Hold me back. And no one's holding me, but I'm also not going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hold me back.
Yeah,
Classic
listen to your master, puppy. He makes a little kissy noise and goes back to eating.
I'm just in the corner eating my fruit, trying not to participate.
The table kind of, the conversation picks back up again as Chazodon
I just keep
sits down.
eating my meal, and in between bites, I'm like, I'm gonna drink your blood, Ed. No.
Ed's just
No.
ignoring you.
I'm gonna break your bones, Ed.
All this talk.
I just
We'll
keep
see
doing
where
it.
you stand when the cards come down.
I just keep doing it.
Okay.
Seems pretty obvious where he's gonna stand where the cards come down.
I'm gonna stand on your grave, Ed. That's right. Yeah. That's what
I go to high five Raj.
I high five him.
Oh, fuck yeah.
They start to bring dessert.
Important boy
guys are
bonding
following.
time.
The pirates and the rich men are bonding. They're both sort of mutually fascinated with each other. Pirates want to be rich men like pretending to be pirates.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
There's a bit of synergy going on.
What are
there
you,
for
a Neil
sure.
Young song?
And
do we know anything about the other corporation?
no, you can talk to them. You're sitting.
I mean,
across
I don't really. Just like, do we know the company since we work at a company similar?
they are a problem-solving corporation.
Got it.
The worst name, you guys are the Versatile Solution Corp.
Certainly.
Way better. They've got a big half-orc. They have a little dwarf in these nice robes. They have an elf with a bunch of musical instruments, and like a nasty-looking human who's like tossing a knife up and down. Looks a little
Wow.
crazy.
It's a motley crew.
They're adventurers. You guys are pretty motley yourselves. In the centipede man, the half-orc,
Really?
and the hummingbird.
Pretty normal.
I think we're
regular.
pretty presentable, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, more than most.
I look very good all the time.
You're more presentable than the others, than the other adventurers here, for
Definitely,
sure. So,
definitely. And the pirates. Certainly the
Yeah.
circus folk. They're unpleasant. Didn't like them at all.
the
Mm-mm.
Richmond haven't really given you the time of day. I know a
Not worried
contractor
about it.
when they see one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Roger's
Table.
just feeding little Raj
Yep.
nuts.
The sun sets as the table's cleared of dessert. You stash more nuts away, pecans, walnuts, all sorts of. It's they have it for like pie coatings and custards and all this stuff.
Yep.
They keep a few dairy cows on the island, and eventually the sun starts to set, and you hear the chimes again, and the little boar is like really freaking out now. He's like jumping around the cave, ring, 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 squealing, turning his little nose up, sniffing, snorting, clacking his little heels together. And real antsy. All right, says the old man. It's time to release the boar. Once you hear the chimes from the mountaintop, the ceremony will have begun. You must give the creature a little bit of a head start. We're going to release it. We're going to mingle here. And go when you hear the bell, like I said. Any questions?
I don't want to kill them. It's so nice. It's so nice. We
You
have
do
to.
have to kill the creature. Once you have carved its heart, you can do what you will with the body, provided you can carry it. That is yours to keep. But the heart must be presented to the temple once you are done, to seal the ritual. If that is not done, the sun will never rise on this island again.
Oh gosh.
Or it will be dark until the heart is claimed. Good luck.
Got it.
And he
Oh.
pulls a lever, and the cage kind of parts, and the little boar runs off. Really, quite very much faster than most pigs can run, because obviously it's pretty magical.
Makes sense.
And it just darts off into the woods. You guys have it's like 10 minutes of hide and seek, waiting for the boar to get some distance before the hunt starts, and the elders solemnly begin. You see their torchlights kind of start to snake out of the village, and walk over the plains, and into the thick jungle. And after about 5 or so minutes, you'd see the torchlight begin to snake up the mountainside. Sorry, 10 or so minutes.
Roger strings his bow.
Yeah, everyone starts to get their gear ready. Weapons are sharpened, guns are cleaned. A few people fire test shots from their firearms just to make sure everything's functioning properly. It's just kind of it's a bunch of people suiting up to maybe kill each other in the woods. Hopefully not, but
I look for eye contact with Ed.
he doesn't give you the time of day.
Yeah, I bet he does.
He's too busy sharpening his kukri.
How sweaty is he? How sweaty is Ed?
They're all you guys
Completely
just
different
prepare all your
jobs,
weaponry.
different skill sets. Totally.
Yep.
The circus performers or carnies, you're not really sure. It looks like a bit of both, but they did say they were acrobats. But that's what I would say if I was manning the bean stand and around a bunch of strangers. So hard to say, but he does not give your eye contact the time of day.
That's okay. What about any of the rich guys?
They're sort of looking around at the other groups and laughing with their, shiny, well-polished guns and their pleated khaki safari uniforms.
I give him one of these. That's dragging my thumb across my throat.
Another wrinkled eyebrow and an ignored thread. He just goes back to laughing with his buddies. They all kind of light up a ceremonial looking cigar and start to smoke it as some sort of weird pre-hunt ritual.
Cool.
The adventurers are in a little huddle.
So, do we have a plan, gang?
I think that we just kill the other 4 groups and then capture the pig. I don't imagine.
I can.
Any disagreements?
Sounds good to me.
I could maybe use some of my spells to help track the pig.
And Mirabella's got the big scent.
You hear the chimes on the mountain.
How's it go?
Ring, ring, ring. And so the circus people run to the docks and get in a jolly boat.
Fascinating.
The pirates head in the same direction, but towards the jungle. So the pirates are headed like northwest. Here's why I want to pull the map up. The rich people and the other adventurers head north. Which direction do you guys go? Can't really go east. That's just water.
We're starting in Freyr. Or no?
Yes. That's,
Got it.
Yeah.
Again, a jolly boat. That's weird. I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to try to track the pig, or you want to, kill the opposition, destroy the opposition? Sorry.
I feel like we track the pig, and then as we encounter opposition, also tracking the pig, we kill them.
Got
Kind
it.
of a
Seems,
kind of a Sophie's Choice situation, if you will.
Heard that.
I'm gonna detect auras, I guess, since I can just do that. How long has the pig been gone?
The pig doesn't have an aura. You can't really cheat. Like, other people have that spell too.
It's a pig.
It's a pig. It doesn't.
How much going on under the hood?
Flit, I think the pig's immune to magic. At least my magic, anyway.
Yeah, you guys
the cleric
can't,
told
like,
me that's not going to work.
Oh dear.
you can't.
Gotta do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess centipedes can detect metal. Go on then. Go sniff. Lurch. Get your centipedes. I'm useless.
Come on,
Yeah.
Lurch. It's their time to shine. Get those beautiful beasts out here.
Those
Okay.
carapaces glistening.
I take them out and attach some harnesses to both of them.
Oh,
And
the
then hold
little
them.
booties for all their feet. It takes like 10 minutes to put the
Oh, like
booties on.
like on a lead.
Like
Oh,
hours.
that's
It's
so
like
funny.
hours.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And now, my sweets, find us the pig.
So they start to go north, which is the direction that the adventurers and the hunters went in.
All right.
You guys
That
follow
way.
the trail north. You walk through a few farmlands.
I'm on high alert.
Mm-hmm.
Looking
Night
for ghouls.
Night has now fallen. The stars haven't quite come out yet. The wind is dying down now that the sun is gone, and the gentle nighttime breeze picks up. You guys walk across a farm. You walk probably about, I don't know, maybe 2,000 or 3,000 feet paces to the tree line of the jungle. You can hear people moving around in the jungle that got a bit of a head start on you because they've been strategizing collectively about this for months. So it was kind of pretty easy for them. And you see torchlights from, based on the numbers, it appears to be the adventurers that it's kind of like through the trees.
Okay. Looks like the adventurers are ahead of us. So,
I think we should just go around them, and if
We
they
could
start
be
something,
sneaky.
yeah.
Speak for yourself.
I can be sneaky.
These are pretty dense jungle, so if we just stay
I
far
can-
enough away.
I can roll a stealth check. I don't know
You-
if that
you
means I
hear-
can be sneaky.
You hear through the trees, oh god! Oh, what the fuck? And then
Uh-oh.
you hear like a and then, okay, alright, it's all good. Sorry, oh man, I really hate snakes. It's no worries, Grog.
Let's kill him.
We
Guys,
we
come
gotta go to the marsh.
Let's kill him.
Where I come from, pigs tend to live by the marsh line. Can I hear them start to trudge on?
I think we just let them go to the marsh. I think these guys are morons. Track the pig centipede style.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
They're
Next
going
time,
off.
Trazodone.
Centipede style, go!
So you guys are trying to sneak around the adventures?
I mean, I feel like we just wait like a minute for them to leave.
I think we
Yeah.
just stand. We cover ourselves in mud so that their heat vision can't see
Yeah.
us, and then we
Yeah.
just let them move on.
All right, sweets, continue.
They are heading a little east of where the adventurers are. So, like, the adventurers are headed west towards the lake and the marshland that's just ahead of you.
Mhm.
But the centipedes are trying to keep you in the jungle. They don't have any interest in the marsh. You can't exactly tell why. Actually, you can. You have a psychosexual connection. Say, there are crocodiles there, father. We cannot go to the marsh. The crocodiles. I hear them thrashing. I feel them in my 1,000 legs. In our 1,000 legs.
Yes, excellent, Mira. We must avoid the crocodiles.
Yes, father. May I have a mouse for my troubles, my diligence?
I pull out the frog. Will this do? This is all we have.
Yes, father. Thank you.
Throw it.
She consumes.
Are they avoiding the marshes because of the crocodiles with the pigs in there?
Pig doesn't seem to be.
Pigs not in the marshes, and there's crocodiles there.
Yes.
It's
So
probably
Bunch of chumps.
like basically
Aw,
it's the
man.
shortest way you could like get to where the pig is. Probably going to be by cutting through the marsh, but they don't want
Right.
You know who would have loved the marsh? Our old friend Tadpole.
That's so true, man.
Roger, you never met him, but he was great. Real down to earth guy.
He was
Right
down
on.
in the muck, man. He was below the earth, dude. That guy was so real. You'd have loved him, Raj.
to. You guys
Sounds like a pretty
proceed.
cool guy.
Not really.
Let's go around the marsh so that Mirabella and Zoe can avoid the crocodiles.
Yeah, we don't need to get into all of that.
I don't want to kill any crocodiles.
I can just imagine I could tangle with a crocodile, but I wouldn't like to. Me and my hollow bones and all.
So how are you
Yeah,
guys
I
moving
see
through
where-
the woods? Are you just tromping, following the centipedes? Are you trying to be like sneaky? What's your intention?
I think we should tromp.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty much just as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You
On
guys
high
tromp,
alert.
you guys tromp north for about maybe 5 or so minutes, and the tree line sort of clears into this little clearing in the jungle where a tree has fallen. So who goes first?
I think we go in reverse initiative order.
That would be Trazodone.
So what do I see?
You see like a little glint through the brush for a second, and then
Okay.
you hear the crack of a gunshot aimed at your person.
Oh shit! How far ahead is it? The
About
glint, as best as I can tell.
about 10 yards, and it just you feel like you were
What's
just
my-
hit in
What's
the
my
shoulder
movement speed?
with like a truck.
Oh.
Yeah, you lose a hit point
Oh.
immediately. You are popped. The acrid gun smoke sort of hangs in the air. You're hit.
Can I roll for throwing one of my daggers at the glint?
Sure.
Recognizing this is very unlikely.
Yeah, that's a disadvantage, but you can try.
For sure.
You lose one of your daggers in the underbrush.
Fine. That's fine. I've been shot! Shot!
Trazodone falls back. I assume you guys kind of get low.
Yep.
You can cover behind the fallen tree that has created the clearing.
Perfect.
Roger disappears into the underbrush.
I say, "Come, my sweets," and I have them come back closer to me, and Zoe goes back in my bag.
Okay.
Little Raj scampers out of my clothing and climbs up a tree and begins scouting the area.
Okay. Through your psychosexual connection. he
Ours
relays-
is just a psychokinetic connection.
Through your psychokinetic connection, he relays that there are 2 gunmen and 1 captain who are positioned behind another fallen tree that's about 30 feet up the, north of yours.
Is it uphill?
Yes.
Or is it flat?
Just slightly uphill.
Is Trazodone okay?
No, he's been shot. But he'll
Well,
be fine.
I'm Adam, I'm not asking you.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. Can I just pull the bullet out? Is it in there? It's like,
You can try.
yeah, I'm just gonna like try to like rip it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, you rip it out. You
Fuck
pull
yeah.
the warped
Fuck
lead
yeah.
ball from your flesh.
Fuck
And
yeah.
the wound just begins to bleed, coats your shirt in blood.
Hey, I'm gonna bandage up Trazodone while we're all hiding back here.
I whisper
Yeah,
an
I
alert.
take my shirt off and I rip it in half and tie it around my arm.
Fuck yeah. I whisper to the team. I say 3 guys, 2 gunmen, 30 feet. I'm going. And I knock an arrow and I start creeping around long wise.
Cool. You will flank them stealthily without them noticing. After other people go.
Damn, our team's not really good at ranged combat, huh?
What are you
Not
doing,
at all.
Rich?
Really bad.
I would like to flank from the opposite side
Nice.
Okay.
to Roger.
Your backpack kind of catches, and it pulls on a vine, and a bunch of leaves rustle.
Okay, I stop moving.
You hear a loud crack, and a slug just whizzes and cuts the leaves and smacks into the tree that you're like just frozen in front of. Bark kind of flies everywhere and leaves this fine dust.
Okay, I stay completely still.
Everything is quiet.
We need
Smoke
some
hangs in
guns.
the air.
We're
Trazodone?
Oh, we're
I
gonna
didn't
get
realize
guns.
guns existed in this world.
That's what I'm saying, man.
There's always muskets. There's always muskets. There's Ben muskets. There's Roby muskets.
I didn't realize that. I'm not saying
Roger
they're
draws
not
one of
bad.
his 30 single shot pistols. His 30 Derringers.
Arrows work the same way, so it's not that big of a difference. It's supposed to
Got
just
it.
flavor taste. Like, they're not better than arrows, because everything just takes 1 hit point or 2 hit points.
Muskets take longer to load.
Exactly. It's like
Those
a
are better.
2-turn.
Oh.
Well, that's 2 shots.
How
Yeah.
many of them are there?
2.
Oh.
There's 2 gunmen.
Trazodone,
You're
are you
out.
doing anything?
Slit, charge.
Can I do anything like what's my stat? I guess
Yeah,
I'm
you're
done.
66%
What,
HP.
Okay.
You've been
perfect,
shot on the
perfect.
shoulder, but you're like stabilized. It's not
Which
like it didn't
shoulder?
hit a main, it's just bleeding. And Flit
Right
said
shoulder?
that she patched you up.
Yeah, I
so
did
Flit-
patch him.
That would be
Okay.
your turn. Would you like to move anywhere?
Me?
Flit.
Oh, Flip.
I mean, I take better cover.
Cool. You were already pretty covered. Alright, Trazodone, what are you doing?
I'm pulling out my 2 comically large pairs of brass knuckles and putting them on, and I'm just going to sprint towards the glint that I saw, and just try to whenever
The
I get there.
calluses feel right when you slip
Just
the
like-
knucks on.
Boom. Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Just crash
Badass.
through the underbrush. Dodge in and roll, but I'm not trying. I'm being stupid, but I'm not just like walking slowly towards it. I'm like kind of like crouch running towards it, and I'm going,
Yeah.
get him.
I wanna keep an eye on him.
You see you see the 2 barrels
Appreciate
of their
that.
guns, or like you see them like reloading on the
Uh-huh.
other side of the log. One of them's almost done.
Frantically pushing
As
it
he
down.
one of them's almost done as he hears you approach.
Wait, I wanna shoot that one.
It's still
Right now.
Trazodone's turn.
Okay.
He
Okay,
tries
I'm
to
going
stand
for
up.
that guy. I'm going.
He tries
for
to
him.
stand up, and you go to punch him, and he let's see. All right, interesting. So sorry.
Aw.
You go to punch him, and
no
and he
fun.
was like raising his gun to shoot, but he hadn't cocked it, and he
Uh-huh.
catches the brass knuckles on his bayonet, and your punch
Oh,
doesn't land,
Fuck.
and you
that's
like
so
push him
cool.
back into the dirt, and he's just holding it up with the bayonet. Now it's your turn, Roger.
That's really cool.
Well, I'm gonna creep up behind the second guy and slit
Okay.
his throat with my
Sneak
hunting-
attack.
My
Very
hunting
good.
dagger.
The guy says, "Oh hell!" And he gets up and he sort of starts to see you coming out of the woods. You can still attack him, but you can't sneak attack him.
I'll shoot him with my bow instead.
All right, cool. He looks at you and you you shoot, but it just it goes past him. And the third guy, the commander, comes out from the tree with the cutlass drawn, and he says, "If it's come to blows, boys, it's come to blows."
Your boys started the blows. What the hell?
Lurch,
They started the shots.
you could have been decent about getting shot at, you know. It's not difficult.
I'm gonna fucking rip your throat out, you piece of shit! I say while my
Yeah.
brass knuckle is at the end of someone's bayonet.
Lurch, it's your turn. The people who are shooting are distracted, and you're able to clear the rest of the distance if you would like to.
Yeah, I psychically yell to Mira, who's like 5 feet behind me, but was crawling as well. Go, quick now! And we both run at the closest guy and just charge him. And I pull out
That
both
would
my
be the one
daggers.
that would be the one that just came out from behind the tree.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And you all three of you attack him from behind.
Well, as I'm running, Zoe crawls up my shoulder, and once I get within 5 feet, she leaps off my shoulder at him.
That's hilarious.
Mirabelle leaps on the ground, and I go to his guts with both daggers.
Zoe bites him in the back of the neck. So what is her like? What do they like? How's the venom work? Is it sleepy time? Is it paralyzed? Is it crippling pain? Is it like you trip? Like what are we working with here?
God. Yeah, it's like a fear.
Yeah.
Like a fear.
It's like
Fuck yeah.
the scarecrow.
Okay. The Zoe gets one of the fattest bites you've ever seen, like right at the back of this guy's neck. And he just screams and grabs his chest, and his eyes roll back into his head as Mirabella climbs up and gets him in the leg, and he tries to brush these bugs off, but then you come in and you just and he dies.
Fucking sick.
That is fucking sick.
Yeah, everyone who was looking at the guy who just made a big show out of talking shit, Lynch just came up behind him and annihilated him more or less.
Hell yeah.
Have you ever killed a man before, Lurch?
I was just gonna say, I'm shaken and kind of.
No, it was so easy.
I'm shaking
be
in
shaken,
pleasure.
You know, be whatever you want, but that, like, if you never killed anyone before, that was significantly. You're like, huh, that's it.
Yeah, really. Wow,
Um,
that was easier than I thought. Also, I'd like to point out that my daggers also are coated in the venom.
I do not like this turn for Lurch
Why
or
not?
any of us.
Well, they
Now,
shot
my
at me
sweets,
first.
you may feast upon our prey, but first we must handle the other two.
Perfect. Okay, Flit, your turn.
I cast. I'm going to make the one with the gun bleed out of his eyes.
Oh no, that sounds like pretty
Hey,
evil
babe.
though. I thought you were like a nice cleric.
I'm a cleric. I
Right,
can
yeah,
heal
life-
and I
life
can
and
harm.
death. Okay, is that blindness? Is that what you're going for, or is it like minor wounds? Because I would view blindness as status.
It deals 1 point of damage, but it blinds them.
Oh, that's how blindness works. That's cool. Okay, that's fine. His eyes start to bleed. He begins to cry blood, but he passes his save and he doesn't go blind. As he finishes reloading his gun and goes to ready it. Trazodone, you're fighting the other guy.
Okay, I mean, I just do have 2 pairs of brass
Yes.
knuckles, so one of them is stuck on the bayonet. The other one I am slamming into his throat as hard as I can.
Yeah, and because he's already prone and laying on the ground, I'm not even going to
I
roll
feel
for
like
that.
it's so
You just
easy to
clapped
just
his
punch
throat.
him in the throat.
Yeah, you just collapse his throat, and you see his eyes get all
I
big
make
as
a
his neck
section
kinda,
of his
like,
throat
crushes inwards.
two-dimensional.
Yeah, and he like kind of just starts to suffocate and bleed out of the blood vessels that connect his neck to his head.
Can I
And
take his gun from him?
Yeah, he has a musket.
Yeah, I take the gun from him, and do I
So
see any of the?
You will
like-
not know how to use that gun until
Oh,
you spend a mission like token, right? An upgrade token for that to be a weapon you can use.
Okay.
But you can take disadvantage on a firearm check and use it as a general tool to start fire. It is loaded. he managed to load it, so all you need to do is cock and shoot. You know how to do that. You just can't do it very well, and you don't know how to read.
Sure. Yeah. I just want to blast.
Oh, you've got a blast.
Perfect.
But as you go to pick it up, the other guy is finally loaded and corded up a shot. Discharges it at very close range at you, and he hits you in the side again. Oh, and you're like getting used to the burn a little bit, but that one hurt.
Yeah, for sure. Is there
and he
anything
knows
I can
you
do
guys are
back to
about to
him, or
kill
is
him.
that it?
No, that's it. That was his turn. He can try to. He goes to like drop his gun and just try to sprint through the woods.
I throw a dagger in
I
his back.
That's hilarious. You hit him in the back and he stumbles, but he doesn't quite go down.
Ugh. That's all I got.
The dagger's stuck in his back though.
Yeah.
Lurch.
Mira, finish him.
You want me to send both centipedes? That's just more dice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Zoe,
Yeah.
stop eating this guy. Go after the other one.
He gets bit in the tendon, and you hear his scream as he just like
Oh,
falls.
I'd hate to be bit in the tendon. Ugh.
wretched.
And you
Wretched.
just like hear him whimper in the woods for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then eventually die. Succumb to the
2 or
knife wound
3
and the centipede venom. If you were to stick around,
He's like 30 feet away from us, and we're just listening to him die for 3 minutes.
They just start eating.
you hear like his throat fill with blood as they just start to devour. And he's
I
like,
mean, I'm shocked it didn't come to this before. I mean,
Well,
they've got to
he
eat a
is-
pound of meat a day, so
Yeah.
like this is
Yeah.
the first kill, Lurch.
And-
Are you
and-
sure?
They drew first blood.
They
It
did
needs
literally
must be
shoot
remarked.
Trazodone.
They shot at me to kill.
I mean,
I don't feel morally complicated about this at all. Like, it's gross that they're being eaten by centipedes, but like ethically, I think it's fine.
So
I'm gonna-
Trazodone,
I'm gonna reclaim my dagger
yeah, he
I just
amidst
oh,
the
centipedes
feast.
devouring him. Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
oh god.
It's something, all right.
I just
Hey,
all
Flit,
is
you mind
quiet.
patching me up back here? I got shot a couple of times.
yeah,
and
yeah.
I feel really fucking bad, man.
Yeah,
So you already-
Having a good time though.
You used a turn in combat to patch the first one. I misspoke earlier when I said you were at 66 Trazodone, because Flit did.
So
use her
that
turn to heal you.
patching, like,
So you're back to 2/3, and you
Okay,
cannot
so-
get any higher because that hit point was lost and rehealed already.
cool. That's cool. That's a cool system.
Just how we would play Fate, and I figured
No,
that
I like that. No, I
HP
think
and
that's, I think
D&D
that's
is
a
really
really
high
good way to
maintenance.
like.
because it tracks into the damage system and like infects
Yeah.
everything, and
Yep.
so just making everything 1 or 2 or 3 is so simple.
No,
I,
I like
I
the idea of, like, you can come back from it, but
Yeah,
not infinitely.
exactly.
I loot the corpses.
Okay, you get another musket. Again, you can use it insofar as boomstick, but not well. You'll roll disadvantage on any shots
Yeah,
taken because you haven't had training. And otherwise, I mean, they have like a survival pack, kind of just like yours. Maybe it's a little nicer. You can swap it out and have like the boutique supplies. But yeah,
Roger
it's
has
just kind
nice
of
stuff.
bloody uniforms, maps of the island that you guys also have had access to. Just field shit. You're not
Yeah.
really carrying a lot of wealth or anything. One of them has a nice ruby ring though. You can cop that.
I'll
for
take
sure.
that.
It's probably his wedding ring or something. But
Yeah.
love
the
to
one dead in the
die and
jungle.
leave your wife and kids because of Golden Pig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just how it was.
The most
It
dangerous
shouldn't
game.
be. He's stupid.
I didn't
Harmless
realize you
Perhaps we
hated
are all-
veterans, Annie. I didn't realize you thought veterans were stupid.
You guys hear more gunfire distantly to the north, about where the adventurers were headed. You hear like
Let's
You know. fight sounds.
let's head that way and mop up.
Fuck. It's into the marsh. The centipedes don't want to go into the marsh.
Pack them up, Lurch. Marsh.
Yeah. I put him back in the backpack.
Cool.
I whistle and little Raj comes back to me and I tuck him away.
It's tucked away.
It doesn't look like that though. Jesus Christ. Why would little Raj look like a little? Why would he look so unpleasant?
I just am making a squirrel face. It wasn't
He's an
deliberately
adorable little
unpleasant. I
squirrel.
apologize. Okay, you guys head north. You kind of cut course and head west into the swamp. You hear the frogs.
Oh,
You
we're
hear-
sneaking now. We're sneaking now.
Oh, of course, of course. A lot of by the time you get there, it's about 5 or 10 minutes after you heard the initial kerfuffle.
Yeah.
And you sneak around for a little bit, and then you see a dead crocodile, belly up, bullet holes in it, in the water, floating.
Damn. Rest in peace, champ.
You see footprints from the adventurers,
Mm-hmm.
and as you follow the footprints, you realize that, well, let me see. You see them hiding in the tree line, like, and they see you see them, like,
Got it.
kind of lock eyes with you. They point north.
I look north.
You see the tracks of, like, the rich men had 7. You killed 3, so 4 are remaining. And you see like a kind of the convoy of 4 footprints walking through this. They obviously killed the crocodile.
Yeah.
Looks like they're headed north towards the other side of the island, and the adventurers are headed west towards the mountain.
Well, we'll tuck away. I nod at the adventurers, and we sort of tuck away into the tree line where they can't see us anymore. And I ask Lurch where Zoe and Mirabella think the pig is.
I take out Mirabella and have her point.
Okay. She doesn't want to come out. There's still some crocodiles around. No, Father, please. We talked about this. I don't want to. I'm telling you not to go in here. Yes, there are. Just because there's one dead doesn't mean there aren't more. We asked you not to take us here, Father, and you did. And now you want me to come out and do
I
what I said I
hate
wouldn't
this
do.
voice for these centipedes.
Like little British orphan.
Yeah,
This is horrendous.
this
That
is the
awful.
voice he does for the cat and the gerbils.
Yeah, I believe you. When did Zoe and Mirabella become little punk fucking bastards, man? Just come out and point and then go back in. What's like it's a croc. It's not gonna like fly out of the tree line and consume you, Mirabella.
Yoink.
You
Just
fucking piece of shit.
They can't understand you. I
Unbelievable.
understand, my sweet.
Can
Thank
I-
you, Father.
Crocodiles are the only natural predator of the western ridgeback centipede.
Yeah, that's true.
The only bite strength strong enough to pierce their carapace.
That's so true.
Well, fucking Christ. Who was in the adventurer group again?
There was a barbarian, or fuck, I shouldn't read their classes. I apologize.
Read
There's
their
a
classes.
half-orc-
What classes do they look like?
There's a half orc, a dwarf in long flowing robes, an elf with a
Barbarian
bunch of
cleric,
instruments, and a gritty
bard,
human that was throwing his knives up and
rogue.
down.
Got it. No druids. No rangers. I don't think they know where the pig is. I think we should go finish killing the finish destroying the rich guys.
Purifying the realm of the rich. Yes.
They seemed like they were pretty well equipped too, so I kind of trust where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have guns, but I'm holding it. I'm like doing it in a threatening way, but I'm holding it backwards.
Yeah. Yeah, I
God.
feel like I feel like the rich guys have a lot of experience hunting defenseless animals.
Yeah. Also, one of the guns isn't loaded, and I don't think you know how to load it. So I don't know if stealing both of them would do any good.
Well, I took the one
You could roll an
that I
intelligence
took
check
off the guy.
that was loaded. Yours is loaded. The one
Okay,
that
Cool.
I've got
yeah, the one that what's your name, Ralph? I'm sorry, I don't have
Raj.
Discord up. The one that Raj took.
Ralph Wiggum.
The one that Raj took.
I don't want
is-
that
yeah.
fucking
Oh, okay.
thing.
Cool. Yeah, you guys have one gun, just to clarify.
I have a gun.
Yes.
Let's go north. and track these fools and smite them down.
I'm gonna say you follow the rich people through the jungle. It's pretty easy. You see their footprints on the beach, so you follow them around the mountainside, and you see them taking a break. As you see them taking a break, you guys both at the same time. They don't see you see them hear it, but you see them hear it. Hear the circus people like yelping and whooping from the jungle. That's probably about 2,000 or 3,000 feet away, over like dunes and stuff. It's a distant whooping and crashing. It sounds like they're chasing something.
Let's go.
Let's get him. Let's get
The
him.
rich
I'm hot.
men feel the same way. They all look at each other excitedly and stand up. They don't see you guys. They're too busy focusing on the sound as they rush.
Wait,
towards
can we
you.
just get the rich men then? How
I
far away
think
are
we
we
just
from
kill
them?
the rich men.
I would say
them.
let's just. I'm just gonna
At
point
this
my gun
point,
in the
that
general
seems
direction of the
fair.
rich men and pull the trigger.
I'm gonna knock an arrow and do the same. How far away are they from our vantage point?
So you guys are on the beach, probably about 300 or 400 feet away from them.
Oh,
It's a distance.
Okay.
See, for
Oh.
sure. Yeah,
Never
sorry.
mind.
I don't know
Well,
if you
I'm
made
not
that
okay.
clear.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
fire.
I figured you wouldn't.
my
I needed to
small
give you more
musket at them.
information. It's not like
Yeah,
you're right
perfect.
behind them; they'd notice you.
Perfect. Okay.
I see.
Pretty far.
I
away.
thought this was a.
And they're walking towards something that's like 1,000 feet away. So they're not really focused on you guys.
Let's go kill them.
Okay, you guys sneak up on them, sneaking up on Ed, and Eddie, who it grows louder. Let me roll and see how this is going. Shit, that's pretty good. Okay, yeah, they're you guys hear them like they're whooping and chasing reaches like a fever pitch. I'm sorry, and the rich men sneak into the jungle. I assume you follow them.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you
We're doing
you
the like
hear
bum 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 kind of
hear
walk.
like maybe the screech of a pig who's being chased,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then you hear clattering rocks, and then
Or
the
perhaps a
whooping
man being made to squeal like a pig.
and the whooping and the crashing sort of dies down. So where the hell did it? Well, you wouldn't be able to hear them talk, but you just kind of hear confused voices.
Sure.
You
Well-
can no longer see the rich man. Well, you could see the torchlight still dancing,
Right.
but you guys can't really like have a clear line of sight at them anymore. You just kind
So-
of know the general position.
Positionally, who like it's Ed and Eddie, rich guys, us. How
Yes.
far away from each?
We'll say 100 feet apiece at this point. Now that you all elected to follow each other and close the distance a little bit
100 feet.
each.
I want to shoot an arrow, like way high over the rich guys,
Mm-hmm.
and just in the general vicinity of Ed and Eddie,
That's
so
fun.
that they'll turn around and notice the rich guys.
You have a longbow or a short bow?
The longbow,
Ooh, okay. Easy then.
obviously.
Oh, and you're a dex guy, so you get two.
I'm a dex guy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that the arrow, and you hear more general confusion. And then you hear a couple shots start to go off. You're oh fuck, oh shit! You hear more confusion and fighting. You hear like
Yeah.
a weak little pistol round maybe get discharged. You actually hear that round like past you guys because it just
Sure.
missed so wildly. Sounds like the circus people have elected to flee.
Shit.
And the rich men say, "The hunt is on!" and they very loudly give chase.
I think we just go back to centipede hunting. We got
Yeah.
the pigs nearby.
Okay. You
So
pull
we'll
the
just let
centipede
them.
out.
We'll let them deal with each other, and we will
Everyone else fight themselves. And...
take care of that pig.
Yeah.
All right.
You pull the centipedes out, and they start clittering and clattering, clicking and clacking rather. I'm sorry, and they begin to
They
pull
do
you
them all.
towards where the circus people were. And they said, "It was just here, Father. It was just over here. Those circus freaks must have been chasing it."
They're now Midwestern and judgmental.
They're bugs, you know. Yeah.
Sure.
Personalities. They don't remember who they are, so it changes so frequently.
Excellent.
And they lead you to where Ed, and Eddie were the rich men have since trampled over. But you see Ed. He's laying on the other side of a log. He's still alive, but he looks pale. He's not bleeding. He's
Not for long.
He's not bleeding. He's not wounded. He just looks pale, and he's like, he's like, it looks like he's like crying and snotting like blood.
Jesus.
I hate this.
I pick him up and I hoist him up high.
Is that you? Spits out a bunch of blood.
I hold him away from me while he does that.
Please, just to kill the bees. Oh, fuck.
How did this happen?
Why would I tell the likes of yous anyways?
I nick him with my blade.
Yeah,
That's why. What happened?
I can't feel that, you stupid son of a bitch.
I drop him on the ground.
No, the fear talk. Remember the fear venom.
I feel like a bag of jelly. I don't. I ain't seeing so good. I ain't got no taste in my mouth. But I knows a fucking dumbass when I hears one. And he spits more blood.
Did the fear venom have any effect?
Seems like he's already envenomated in some way.
Yeah.
Interesting. I look for wounds. Animal wounds.
You inspect him.
I inspect them. I have a vast cache of animal knowledge being in druid.
In his capris that have been cut off and worn heavily, just below them, you see his leg is like swollen and sort of necrotized with there's like 2 little points in the wound on one side and 2 little points on the other.
A vampire again, Adam. That's pretty lazy. This guy's been bit by a snake. I tell you what, Ed, I was looking forward to killing you myself.
It'd bring us both pleasure at this point, kid. What do you say?
Not so much.
Yeah, then leave me here to die, you dumb bitch. I saw the golden boar, and I won't tell you where the hell it went, and I won't tell those rich dirtbags neither.
I believe you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Seems like we're in agreement here.
No, wait, come back.
Nope. Already gone. Sorry, can't hear you.
Sorry, what was that, Ed?
Yeah, come back.
You want something from me?
Yeah.
I'm like tossing my dagger in loops in my
I'll
hand.
tell you where I saw it go if you kills me.
How about you tell me and I'll start thinking about it.
We docked on the west shore of the island. Well, we didn't dock. We beached on the west shore of the island. Oh, it hurts. And we saw the pig right off. It must have swung around the backside of the island. We'd have seen the thing from the jolly boat, but it was like fortune, and I got to running after it. And a snake caught me in my leg, but I still ran. You know, my Ed and Eddie were so far ahead of me. Oh God, those boys are so fucked without me. Oh, it hurts. But no, they've been following it east. The ball went around east. I think it's just been circling the mountain. Ah.
All right, Ed.
Please.
Rest easy, you son of a bitch.
Don't kill me.
And I stab him in the throat.
Oh, thank you.
God.
I pat down his pockets.
Oh.
You find like pocket change and a lockpick.
You said thank you.
Zoe and Mirabelle are begging me to let them feast. I say no. He has venom in him.
We are immune to venom.
You can eat venom.
You don't know if is it true or are they just being brats?
I wouldn't use William's
They're
units.
just teenagers.
We have to be careful. Plus, you've eaten well over your quota for the day.
What are you trying to say, Father?
I just want you to stay spry in case of any future battles.
I smell the boar. I also smell the earth, the watery, hollowed out earth. There's some sort of cave around here, Father. I know the smell of my own den, of me birthplace. Says the one who still has the memory of her birthplace.
Right.
Anything in the cave, Zoe?
Dust. Bones.
Can I make a
Bugs.
knowledge nature check on the snake bite?
Yeah. It's a jungle viper.
Just a regular snake.
Seems like if he would have tourniqueted instead of running for like a mile,
Right.
probably would have been fine because it
Yeah,
generally does take longer to kill people, but because of the amount of effort he exerted immediately after being bit, especially around a main artery,
Right.
It's
Really
fucked.
pumped his blood.
yeah, pretty
That
much
checks
dead
out.
in an hour. It just dissolves. Does just like dissolves your blood vessels.
Right.
It's
Classic.
rough.
Well, unless you can think of a reason for us to check out this cave, I say we just go track down that pig.
Yeah, they just like caves, so I think we can just follow the pig.
You guys walk past the cave, but Zoe and Mirabella pull towards it. They say, the pig, Father, the pig went this way. It must have slipped away in the chaos. We can smell it. Look at its little tracks." And you see the little cute like hoof prints in the mud
the
going
poor
down
little
into the cave.
trotters.
I imagine like they're very tiny but very deep footprints.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well then, down we go, my sweet.
There's so many, like it's just
Oh,
walking
boy.
like
Father.
at this pace, like
Something
No.
something smells bad down here.
probably that pig's shit. Let's get it.
Could it be death?
You see
Of a
as
golden
you walk
pig.
do you guys light a torch when you walk into the cave? I assume you were trying to be sneaky so you didn't have any torches.
I turned my phone's camera or my phone's flashlight on.
You pull
Yeah.
the flint torch, the flint bound torch from your adventure pack, and it lights up the cloth soaked oil or the oil soaked cloth, and it illuminates the cave, and you see the glinting of large spider webs on the sides
Oh,
of the
God.
cave, and they get denser as you look further into it.
Return to me, my sweets.
I'm going to sense the
They return into
spiders.
the
I'm going
backpack.
to feel where the spiders are.
Okay. You think, oh shit. And you put your talent on the stone and you
This is what Flit sounds like.
and you could
Oh,
shit.
Classic Flit.
It's
You're gonna-
all
you detect a very large and old aura.
Large, old, awful spider. Ugh, fuck.
I
It's
pull
kinda
out
angry.
my glowing flask of elf water.
The spider's kind of angry. You can sense from the aura spell. You're not
It's
sure why.
pissed.
I'm concerned that the pig is trapped in the spider's nest, and that if we allow it to consume the pig, then the island will be trapped in forever darkness. So I think we don't have a choice but to venture into this spider cave.
Yeah.
Nope.
And I didn't sense any other auras down here. I can't sense the pig, but I didn't sense any other
You
people.
won't. Right.
A lot of death has happened here. More than
Sure.
usual, actually. It's either you're below a graveyard, or this is some you're or maybe the spider's victims. You're
Right.
not really sure, but there's a lot of death in this
Ro-
area.
Roger's going to take a minute to scatter the pig's footprints for like 40 feet outside the
You
cave.
just prestidigitation, remove footprints.
Sure. Roger's gonna leave little Raj outside the cave. It's just
clings
no
onto a
place.
tree.
It's no place for you, little Raj.
I agree.
Keep a lookout out here, buddy, and stay safe.
sir.
There's jungle creatures.
Yes, sir. As you walk deeper into the cave, you see like this pig is obviously made short work of these strands. Like there are spider webs, but there's like a 2-foot little gap in every single one. Like it just charged through all of them.
Makes a lot of sense.
Oh,
just running.
We better get to this thing before the
however-
spider does.
You guys are way more than 2 feet tall.
Yeah, we're
So you have to,
hacking through.
Cut and hack.
Yep.
You cut and you hack and you cut and you hack, and it's a pretty straight cave. And then you come out into like this large chamber, and you actually see starlight. It's like coming all the way through the earth and like hitting the bottom of this chamber. There's just bones like everywhere. It's like some sort of mass grave or something.
Do we see the pig?
You see the pig's path continue.
Do we see the spider?
All of you look around, but none of you see the spider.
I want to touch the web and feel for vibrations.
You touch the web with your hands. You go to pull your hand out, and it's like pretty fucking stuck. And you can't like break out of it with your hands. You have to cut it with
Jesus
metal.
Christ, that's terrifying.
Big fucking spider.
Yeah. Okay.
There's like that little like 2-foot gap in
onward.
the center of the webs across the chamber.
Follow the gaps.
Just begin to walk across the chamber, and your footprints are, you have to like step on bones, and it's just like loud and crunchy, and you're like kicking bones. You can see a path that the pig made through the bones too, which is obviously adorable.
Ooh. I tell you what, Will Raj would not like this place.
It's good that he's safe outside.
With my intelligence check
Mm-hmm.
plus knowledge of subterranean bug dens,
Naturally.
can
Triple
I get a
advantage.
sense for like the structure of the
Yeah.
the cave?
So it looks like there are 3 entry or exit points. You came in through an entry point. You see 2 other chambers. That's either some sort of egg room, some sort of alternative exit, because you gotta have a way to escape. But from what you know of spiders and that light up there, you could probably assume that the spider is going to be waiting at the top, kind of around where the light is. That way, if you were to look up, you wouldn't be able to adjust and be able to see it. That, in addition to the fact that bugs will fall into wherever this light is coming from for the spider to eat. And while it is a big spider, it can live off of a bunch of little bugs, which it's an island. It's got lakes and swamps. There's a bunch of mosquitoes. So the spider can still eat pretty well. And as you're looking up, you're like, oh, where is this spider anyways? You see it kind of like adjust. It's a huge spider up in the corner at the very top where the starlight is shining in. You've seen this trick from your textbooks, but it's really uncanny to see it pulled in real life.
Jesus.
I pointed out to everybody else.
You know that I'll give you a freebie here because of your knowledge. You rolled well. You also know that if there's a panic, it's a lot more likely to attack you because you're having a prey response.
Right. Let's just all be sure to stay calm. The worst thing we can do is panic right now, because we'll probably get stuck in the webs and then it'll come straight for us.
You guys all see this like big spider, and it does see you guys all kind of look at it.
I do not enjoy that.
No.
Not one bit.
Let's just stay calm.
Hey,
And one
I'm
thing
gonna-
spiders hate is light.
I'm going to cast a spell to calm poor sweet Raj, so he's not scared of spiders.
Ooh.
Raj?
Raj.
Yeah, Raj.
Me.
Oh, Roger. Oh my god, I thought like R-A-J or something. I'm sorry. I was.
Mhm.
Gosh, cool. Well, you're calmed, Raj, for what that's
Thank
worth.
God, yeah. I was struggling.
It's like, half a
Spiders
Klonopin.
literally just watching you from the top.
I point at it
It's
and I just
still-
shake my head.
It's still.
Let's just press on.
Good idea, Lurch.
Which way are you guys headed? There's a chamber directly in
We're
front.
following the pig.
One off to the
Following the
side.
pig.
Okay, the pig went to the one directly in front. You're gonna
The egg
slash
chamber?
through the webs. No, the pig went. It seems like probably the other exit way.
Okay, good.
You hear a very loud as soon as you guys start down the other tunnel.
Mhm.
No, we don't. We don't hear that at all. No. No. It's not real.
And then it's still again.
Mm-mm.
Sounds great.
I take off my shirt and wrap it around my eyes so as not to gaze upon its awful majesty.
I look. Okay, I do real quick. I want to make another check if this is just a spider or if this is like an evil entity.
Big ass fucking spider.
Just a spider.
Just a regular big old.
Just living its life. eating what it
They call
catches.
them mountain hollow spiders. Very very rare. They're like a
Sure.
hypergigantous form of tarantula that's like adapted to siphon nutrients from caves, but it definitely does not turn down the opportunity to eat large prey because it dissolves them the same way that it would small prey.
Naturally.
Every now and then, like a deer falls down in there, and that's like jackpot.
I look for it again. I look for it.
You know,
You see, like, in the glint of the torchlight, just one end of like the sharp chitinous leg, just like a little too far. Like it's like standing just above the exit to the hallway that you guys just went into.
Got it. I'm gonna keep an eye on it.
Okay,
I
as
keep
you
a
guys
couple of frogs ready, toss at it in hopes that it might be distracted.
as you guys progress forward, it moves down and it's just like watching you.
Can I make eye contact with it?
Yes, you make eye contact with all 8 of its eyes.
I wanna produce a little flame out of my fingertip
It looks at you.
how flammable the
and
spider
just
silk is.
just shake my head at it again. I'm trying to intimidate the spider.
It charges.
Well,
You roll a 1 on intimidate.
hey guys, the spider's charging.
Big bangs it.
Guys, please.
Run,
Down the chamber.
I fire a shot back at the spider.
It is Raj's turn because
Raj runs.
Yeah.
Raj
Yeah, you
dives. Raj
That's a-
dives into
yeah.
the pig hole and just starts
Okay.
crawling away.
that's really funny.
I read a 1 on the intimidation check as Raj has a panic attack.
Yes, and it also is provoked.
Right. Roger is simply running away.
Yes,
That's a great opportunity to haul ass.
Yeah, Trazodone, you turn around and you fire. Trazodone?
Yes. I fire, and I am intending to just sprint, following Raj the second the shot loose.
The whole chamber fills with smoke. You hear a and then more scuttling as you guys like frantically hack and slash your way out of this chamber.
I'm running like Tom Cruise in Mission
You hear the
Impossible 3.
pitters and the screeching
You're
grow
too
fainter. There's a echoing distantly from the cave as the scuttering and the sticking kind of grows quieter. You see a little pinprick of light emerge as you just frantically slash through the horrible darkness, and eventually you emerge. And let me see where the cave puts out on the map. You arrive on Rainshade Beach, which is the beach you were just on the north side of the island. You
I look for
appear
pig tracks.
you see pig tracks in the sand. It is running. Hold on. Okay, well, fuck. I need to actually roll this dice on my phone so that because you guys will have like too much information about how I'm figuring out the pig's location if I do it in chat. It was intimidated by
I had to keep my wings covered under my cloak so they didn't get all tangled in spider webs. That place was awful.
Ooh.
I had to walk on the ground.
True to the late Ed's advice, you guys see the pig prints circle back the direction you headed initially around the mountain.
Okay, I think everyone that we should head. If the pig is heading clockwise, we should head counterclockwise around the mountain and head it off on the other side.
Yeah.
I do whistle into my fingers like a football coach. I can't do it. For little Raj.
Nice. He'll be there in a little bit.
Yep.
So you guys are heading back towards the marsh. You hear, you would hear shots and screams sort of in front of you. Like that chase that happened between the Eds and the rich men.
Right.
Sounds like that's the tail end of it.
Should we swing by and finish off what I assume is the remains of the rich guys, or should we hunt down the pig?
Isn't the pig the priority? We're not. I mean, we can get by without killing everybody. We're just trying to get the pig.
That's true, but if we kill everybody, we sort of win by default.
If they're
We ha-
shooting and screaming, what if they found the pig?
I think the pig went the other way around the mountain,
Yeah.
so I
Maybe
think
they're
we're
fighting.
okay on that front. I think they're just fighting each other.
Well, let's leave them to it.
All right.
Holds to the plan. Continue counterclockwise.
Let the record show we have not encountered the pirates one bit, and we haven't seen the adventurers since the marsh. So
Yeah.
I guess let's just find the pig.
Zoe and Mirabella, as you're walking around the mountain, the trail grows faint, but it seems like it's not actually going around the mountain. It's headed east, almost like back towards the village.
Mm.
You guys
Well.
follow, yeah.
Got one choice.
Mm-hmm. I
Okay.
trust Zoe Mirabella.
Yeah, as they come back out onto the dunes in the sort of plains area, you see a pig footprints. It's like stomped through the farm fields, and it's like it's just kind of running. It's moving very fast, but it looks like it started to head north again. Like it went east for a while, and now it's heading north.
Has
after
little
it went down.
Roger found me?
Yes. He lands on your shoulder.
Ugh. This pig's a real headache. Following it doesn't really work.
Doesn't this thing get tired?
It's made of magic.
Yeah, I guess a magic pig can go run around. Oh,
Yeah,
do
really.
whatever it wants.
It's very cute.
Well, we all
Well-
die for it.
So it went east and now north. I say we head northwest, assuming it's going to take back off across the mountain. So we take the hypotenuse.
Yeah.
It goes up
Yep.
and left. We take that hypotenuse. We catch it right there.
Cut its heart out.
All right, you guys. That
Right
would
at the
require
vertex.
crossing the swamp.
Gotta get the vertex.
There are crocodiles in the swamp, and the centipedes request to be put away,
That's fine.
Yep.
but they are put away, and you guys cross. Get the roll for crocodile. You see no crocodile. You see the footprints of the adventurers. They've crossed the marsh as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they haven't. They're like, you actually see them by the tree line, taking a bit of a rest. They haven't moved very much. It seems like their strategy is waiting for the pig to run by them, based on the fact that you were here earlier and saw them.
Yeah, that makes
probably
sense.
a couple thousand feet away from where they are right now. So,
Sure. I don't think we need to provoke these guys.
yeah, they wave. That was
Yeah.
the hunt.
Just give them
Haven't seen it yet. Still looking.
Ah, we seen it twice. You believe that? Beautiful little animal.
Don't believe that.
I think if we had seen it, we would have finished it right then and there. You let it get away.
It's moving awful fast.
What's the matter? Can't lead your shot?
You think? We don't have guns. We're you know.
That's
Look
never
at that.
stopped me.
Don't mind him.
Well, y'all need any victuals? He pipes up the dwarf.
Me what?
Victuals, food, snacks. Y'all hungry?
Plenty of frogs over here, thanks.
All right. Well, suit yourself, frog legs. They all kind of giggle to each other and go
Yeah,
back to
pull it
right.
out, and it's the
Sorry.
whole skeleton, just
Yep. Like a cartoon cat.
like a cartoon cat. Yep, but it's a frog instead of a mouse or a common rat.
Just then you hear more excitement. The rich men. They all pipe up. You recognize their oh. Sounds like they've seen the pig. The adventurers look at you, and you guys look at the adventurers.
I draw my bow and I take to the tree line.
Cool. The sounds sound like they came from about 400 or 500 feet north of where you guys are in the jungle.
I want to head that way.
All right. You will hear the crashing of the hunt, and you're able to pretty easily come up behind them as they crash through the woods.
Fuck yeah.
You guys clear the tree line and are back out on the dunes again, and you see in the starlight, bouncing off the ocean, the shine of the boar, the golden boar, the little pig man just running, just as fast as it can across the beach. And the few Richmond, you hear 2 shots go off. And they start to reload, and two more.
I wanna wait for them to take a shot, and then I want to make my move.
All right.
Yeah.
You will have
Okay.
1 turn before the 2 that shot first are reloaded.
There's still 4 left.
Yeah.
Got it. How far away are we?
200 feet, 150.
I want to be closer so that the rest of my team can do anything.
That's fair. You sneak a little bit closer. The penalty of sneaking closer is that the weapons are going to be reloaded. At least the first 2.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Okay, you guys move closer as the first 2 finish reloading. You're loosing your sneak attack arrow.
I was gonna wait for them to shoot again at the pig.
Okay. The pig has already cleared the. It's like back into the trees again by the time they both reloaded.
I see.
We move fast.
What do y'all think? We work them down?
I think we take him out.
Work him down? What do you mean? Let's just kill him.
Oh, that's a good idea too, Trazodone. I loose my arrow.
I don't know what work him down means.
My true fire arrow.
You hit one of them in the shoulder, and he goes, "Hey, what the fuck?" And he staggers, and his gun goes off into the ground.
I'm charging.
That's a hard motherfucker to take an arrow to the shoulder and say, "Hey, what the fuck?"
I mean,
Yeah,
Rob
this
got
guy.
shot twice and said the same thing. His friend turns, and I guess he would see you guys coming over a sand dune, or Lurch. We're gonna go to you.
Yeah, I'm charging. Similar style with Zoe and Marabella at my side.
Okay. You using all 3 of your units to attack that guy? Or...
Yeah.
All right. Well. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh god, the fear! Oh! And he just convulses on the ground as the arrow snaps, and you're able to finish him off with
Naturally.
a nice knife in the neck.
All right.
And his buddy sees Flit. What are you doing?
I am going to cast just a wound upon the surviving one.
All right. He looks at you, and you look at him. You're the first roll. He's the second. You go to wound him, and you wither a part of his hand, but he's able to shoot, and he shoots, and one of your wings gets clipped by the round that flies by, and you sort of start to whiz crooked as your wing begins to bleed profusely. It's spattering little bird blood everywhere.
I'm gonna be healing myself then. Fuck that.
Yeah. All right, Trazodone.
How far away are they from us?
One guy's dead, pretty much 10 feet away from you. I feel like the other 2 have stepped back.
Oh, okay. I'm
One
gonna
is
run
dying
towards
about 10
him.
feet from you.
I'm gonna run towards him, and then I'm gonna do a baseball slide, like I'm coming into home plate, and I'm gonna punch him in the balls with my brass knuckles
That's really funny.
as I baseball slide into the figurative home plate.
Right.
Okay. You go to slide. You miscalculate, and you see
Okay.
the
This
glint
feels
of a.
targeted.
He's 4 and 2 on an advantage roll, so you see the glint of a distant musket. You hear the crack.
Blast.
But the round splits the guy you want to
Fuck yeah.
attack. It's just a horrible friendly fire accident. It just splits his head open from behind. as he slumps onto the ground in front of you.
Just
you're,
a
covered in
comedy of
blood.
errors.
I put my
Yeah,
fist
that's a
up in
win
the
for
air like I
Trazodone.
punched his skull apart.
Yeah.
Jesus, Jameson, that was a good man you just shot. What the fuck?
I'm coming for you next, you piece of shit.
And then the other round goes off, also missing.
Oh, thank God. I don't want to get shot again.
And the two that remain run.
I want to shoot one down with my
All right,
mighty
you-
bow. I want to shoot the lead guy, the head guy. The guy
Okay.
who's in charge.
He is running in front. Let me see. Yeah, you're able to clip it. You don't hit the lead guy, but you hit his like first mate through the leg. He goes ah, and he falls into the sand, and the leader doesn't even look back. He just keeps sprinting.
Mm-hmm. I go up and I kill that guy.
Please, I could offer you a lot of money. Please,
Just kill him.
please,
No, just
please. No.
kill this note.
You just
Yeah.
That's ice
Oof.
cold.
Oof.
the sand laps up his blood as you drop him limply onto the beach. The waves crash indifferently.
I pat his pockets down.
Just kind of the same shit as the rest of them. This guy has a sapphire ring,
I'll take that.
and he has a locket with a woman's face in it.
I'll take that too.
It's nice silver.
Yeah. If there's two things that Roger fucking hates, it's rich trophy hunters and circus folk.
I can tell.
Like, take the picture out of the locket, crumple it up, and throw it on the ground.
And then pocket the locket, exactly. Well, that's them all but dealt with.
The
The
pig probably
leader's still
gone now.
left, but oh yeah, the boar is long gone.
Slight miscalculation.
Perhaps. Well, I say
perhaps
we
not.
keep circling the mountain in the inverse direction of the pig. We'll catch it around the other side one more time.
So
No one else is gonna catch it.
You had to go counterclockwise to chase the rich men. Are you going clockwise again?
Was the pig running counterclockwise?
Yes.
Yes, then we will
Yes.
go clockwise. And we're gonna steer clear of the other adventurers. I don't want to run into them again.
Okay. You guys are able to stick to the kind of like rocky foothills of the mountain and avoid the marsh and the other adventurers in it. Though they weren't at the, you could see where they were on the way back, and they're not there anymore. So they're clearly on the move. They
Sure.
probably heard your skirmish and have adjusted. But you guys walk back down around the mountain, and let me roll a few dice to see how the encounters are altered. Okay. You who's first?
Roger.
Okay. Raj, you come across the head of the rich man battalion. But as he sees you, you see him,
Uh-huh.
and you guys like stand off at each other because you literally both rolled 20s on who would like react first. And so
Incredible.
he's
Well,
pointing
I
he's
wouldn't.
pointing his like ornate musket at you, and you're pointing your longbow at him, I assume.
I mean, if I saw this guy, I wouldn't just go for the quick draw. I would.
Oh, he
duck and
does.
cover. He has a
Okay.
gun, and I don't.
True.
So I
True,
would
true,
duck
true.
and cover
Okay.
because he can just shoot me with a
You
gun.
probably, yeah. You probably keep in mind these aren't like, these are muskets. They're
Yeah,
significantly.
no, I get it. I get it.
Like he's just, but you would you can shoot faster with an arrow, and if you can land a shot, it's just as deadly. So
I know. I'm not
Okay.
willing to take the chance.
Cool.
I've got my
Well,
whole goon squad
in
here
that
to
case,
kill this.
you duck, and he doesn't shoot, and so you're behind cover, and he still has his shot. I think that's a fair 20
Yeah,
meets
yeah,
20.
that's super reasonable.
Um,
I
No, you're not even gonna duel me, you coward! You're not even gonna come out from behind that there tree trunk and face destiny like a man, you cur!
little Roger climbs up the tree, and then he flies down at the guy with a steep angle in the dark
Yeah. The guy's
and
not
lands
gonna
on
see.
his face. And right when he does, I turn around the tree and I shoot the guy in the chest.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna give you 2 rolls on that. Oh, that's really funny.
gracious.
I'm gonna give him a save. Wow, incredible. He
Fucking bastard, dude.
Fuck this guy.
he sees he does see the squirrel when it gets close enough to his face. It casts a shadow from the torchlight, and he just whacks. He whacks Little Raj out of the way. Little Raj, and crashes onto the ground, and rolls over, and he's taking a hit point of damage from
What
that.
the fuck?
And you go, but you see that he still has his gun pointed at you. Do you want to continue to try to loose the arrow into his chest?
Yep.
All right. He's gonna shoot at you.
Yep.
And you're gonna shoot at him. He connects. He shoots you in the shoulder. You get thrown back onto the ground. The arrow whizzes wildly into the jungle dark. And the small clearing smells of rifle fire. He throws down his musket and pulls out a flintlock and cocks it and says, "I've got one more where that comes from, you wretched coward. Do you want round 2?" Also, the rest of the party can now act. I've broken off the.
How far away is he?
No, I want to
Lurch.
fucking kill this guy.
Lurch,
I'm
do you
gonna pick up.
I have Mirabella just start going around wide,
wanna...
just quietly while this is all happening.
I'm
move
gonna
very
pick up.
quickly.
I like that. I'm gonna pick up 3 stones
Okay.
and cast magic stone on them.
The centipede's gonna be able to attack before you're able to pick up 3 stones.
It's
So-
not just rocks on the ground. All right, never mind. I just
Let's
roll.
do
I
it.
just roll to cover and heal my wound.
Do you have healing? You druid?
I'm a druid.
Okay. You magically suck the musket ball from your flesh as it heals behind the channel. And it closes the wound.
I don't want
Lurch.
Mirabella to attack. I just
You-
want her to
Okay.
be in position.
She's in position. Flip.
I'm going to use my cleric ability to summon a monster, and I'm going to bring forth a. Wait, I have up to level 2 spells. That's right, or level 1. What is it?
It's 2.
I'm going to summon a wolf.
Woo! Summon a wolf, and it rips from the ether in this spectral glory.
We have another critter to help.
And I assume it attacks him.
Yes.
He goes to shoot it, but the bullet just goes through as the wolf grabs his throat and pulls him to the ground and just starts gnawing on it. And he dies horribly, screaming as a spectral wolf mutilates his throat. The last of the Richmond troop has died.
I go and
Now
I,
you may feast, my sweets.
I go and I heal little Raj.
Ravenously eat him. Raj says, "Thank you."
Tuck him away.
Cool. It's all quiet.
Let's keep going for the pig.
All right. You guys hear the pig. Actually, you hear and it's like something crashing and moving very quickly. It's too quick to be a person. You think it's a possum at first, but then you just see it run by. Like, oh.
We're close.
I follow the stink lines. I like
Send the wolf.
sniff it. Yum.
I wanna cast entanglement on the pig.
Okay. The pig
I thought magic didn't work.
This is making vines grab it. This is not casting magic on the pig.
Entangle works in a pretty wide area, right? It's
Okay.
like
Yeah, that's
Well,
all
you
fair.
you create a slew of rough terrain, and the pig and it stumbles, and it gets one of its legs caught, and it trips and it starts to scramble.
Jump
is-
on it.
He's in range. You gotta
Shoot it.
They're shooting it, or are you jumping on it?
I'd rather jump on it if I'm in range.
Go to jump on it.
I want to do a wall run, double
That's funny.
somersault, dagger in my teeth, land on its back, slit its throat.
You do that, but you're not able to slit its throat. But you grab its leg, and it's
Yeah.
really, really strong, and it starts to pull you, like
What?
through the like rough terrain, and like on.
Okay.
It's like with 3 of its legs. It's like kind of like giving a little screech with every step as it just pulls you through the entanglement as well. Sure.
I'm gonna cast Bull's Strength on myself. And
Okay.
I'm gonna wrestle the pig to the ground. 'Cause
Cool.
bulls are stronger than
Yeah,
pigs.
yeah. That's fine. It was gonna be Lurch's turn next. Lurch, your centipedes are eating the man.
Yeah.
The pig is slowed by like 60% because of Roger hanging on to it and the terrain. But
Yeah, I sick both of them on the pig.
the pig. They can't really do much to it.
Yeah.
It does feel like cold metal when you touch it.
Yeah. I just want them to like tackle it basically.
Okay.
Obstruct as best as possible.
Okay, one of them wraps around its face and the other wraps around its legs as the pig begins to like thrash and kick, but you start to think that it's been had.
Move in, move in.
But
Okay. I'm going to try and get I want the wolf to chase after it as well.
okay.
And
Oh, yeah.
I want the wolf to try to scruff it.
Okay.
Because the wolf's faster than I am.
Mm-hmm. And at this point, it's faster than the pig. So between all of your efforts, I think it's safe to say the pig has been contained. It's been screeching horribly this whole time. It has made a bunch of noise.
Yeah. I look around.
See the adventurers walking up the hill towards you.
How far?
200, 100 feet.
That's pretty close.
They don't look hostile. They wave at you because they think there's been like fighting, but then they see what you have and they continue to walk closer.
How many adventurers?
4.
Shit.
Make the call, Lurch.
Are they
Does the
jacks
wolf-
or are they pussies?
It's very clear you guys have the pig.
Does the
don't
wolf
look
have
menacing. Yes.
the pig and the scruff?
The pig is secure. Between
Okay.
the tangling and Roger holding
The
it
pig
and
is
the,
secure.
and the centipedes around its legs and the wolf scruffing it, the pig is secure.
Okay,
The golden boar has been captured.
I get Zoe and Mirabella to come back to me, and each one flanks on both sides
Oh, the long
sneakily.
game. Okay.
Nick. Can I kill the pig now?
The adventurers. You are in a position to.
With
Might
one
as
hand,
well.
I whip out my dagger, flip it around, catch it.
It's like squirming and thrashing and fighting.
Yeah! Just right right in the chest, right in its belly.
Yeah.
I open up its belly.
It cuts like there's basically no resistance. And the cavity is hollow except for this glowing red pumping like heart.
Yeah.
It's like literally just a solid gold heart. And it's just pumping away, but there's nothing that it's really pumping.
I say,
It's very hot, and
Wow.
it starts to steam and smoke in the air.
rest easy, little pig. And I rip its fucking heart out.
It burns your hand as you grab it. Like the metal's so hot, it just like tears your flesh off, and you pull it out, and the pig,
good.
and it turns into like a solid lump of gold that just like is too heavy for you to hold, and it kind of like pulls you forwards. And you brace yourself as you fall, and the heart sort of rolls into the dirt. Also solid gold.
All right, we got the prize. Now let's defend it.
Adventurers are about 50 feet away, and they say, "No, we don't want any trouble. We just want to congratulate you, man.
Okay, then get out of here if you don't want any trouble.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
we wanted to see it. We came all the way here.
you
No,
can.
fuck off! I don't give a shit. Fuck off.
All right, whatever. Suit
This is-
yourself."
Leave. Are they leaving?
Yeah.
Good.
I just wanted to
No
fucking see what would
problem,
happen.
man.
soft pink lines start to cut the sky.
I retrieve the heart.
It
Trazodone,
beats it slightly.
can you carry that golden pig carcass?
I pick the golden pig carcass up and sling it over my shoulders, and I walk with it like this.
Badass.
Yeah, it's like a solid metal bar.
Mhm.
Fuck yeah.
I take my shirt off before I do it.
So you guys were told to VSC wants the pig. So you have the body of the pig, and the people at the elves who are overseeing the ritual want the heart. They want
Right.
you to take it to the chapel when you're done, atop the
The
mountain.
the temple atop the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did VSC say anything about if wanting the pig meant also wanting the pig's heart?
No, they know that you have to give the heart up.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, I guess let's go to the
Fantastic.
temple. Let's watch out for the pirates. Maybe we take a circumspect.
There's like a
Circumspect
pretty
route.
easy way to climb up the mountain. There's kind of like the path up the mountain.
Oh,
Otherwise, you
wait,
need to do like mountaineering or bouldering.
wait.
I think
Those
the-
pirates
Uh-huh.
are gonna wait at the temple for whoever got the heart,
That's
and
right.
they're gonna be slippery, and so there's no way.
Why don't we just leave with the pig and the heart? Why do we need to give the heart up? Our job
the
is just to
sun
get
rises
the
and to complete
just
the
to get
ritual.
the pig.
I mean, we could just give the pig heart to the pirates and then have our jobs done.
Was
We
there
could
a
just
reward?
Why
we
don't
could
we just-
literally just drop the pig heart right where we are and walk back to the boat.
We
Well,
could
that seems a little disrespectful to the ritual here, Trazodone.
Well,
we could
I
give it
don't-
to one of
I
the
don't
clerics
care.
of the dock.
how about
Sure.
we could like I could put the heart in like a saddlebag on my spectral wolf and cart it on over towards the temple without us actually being in the harm's way of the pirates.
Sure.
Because I don't want to engage with that at all, but I do want the ritual to be completed so there will be daylight on the island. Does that sound fair?
We got this far. We won. Let's finish it. We deserve the honor.
I mean, worst case scenario, Lurch, is we gotta kill a couple of pirates.
Yeah, we can take them. They're all drunk anyway.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right.
We can have the wolf or Lil Raj scout ahead. They're not going to get the drop on us.
Lil Raj isn't gonna come out anymore. Lil Raj is injured.
Oh.
Well.
He does get his 1 hit point. You can heal him.
He's healed,
Okay.
but he's been healed.
Yeah, that's true. He can't be healed again. Well, he could be stabilized, and then next session you'll have him again. But
No.
Okay. Well, the
No,
spectral
Roger's
wolf
staying safe.
doesn't have that much life left. It's been getting fainter, so it could probably run up the mountain, but you don't know if you'll be able to make it back.
I say we just climb up the back side of the mountain. Raj is a novice rock climber.
That is a mountaineering check for everybody. It's like Dex. I assume.
Or
It
we
can
just
help
walk up.
boost everybody's skills.
Yeah. I assume that Flit can just fly up, no?
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, Flit's fine. Maybe combating thinner air is the equivalent to
Sure.
the strength
sure.
check for climbing. Well, with like 1,600 feet, that's from sea level.
Yeah, no, it feels different under my little wings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we should climb up the back way, avoid the pirates, sacrifice the heart. Yada
Sure.
yada.
Okay.
Any objections, team?
Sure, that works.
Let's do it.
I don't trust those pirates though. It's gonna be something slimy.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys, okay, let's see. I know 3 of you just take it regular. Or no, sorry. The 8 and the 1, or sorry, the 8 and the 11 are gonna be Lurch and Trazodone. So you guys make it the mountain. You pretty much need a 3 to fail. And then Flit and Roger both take Dex as advantage, so you guys also make it up the backside of the mountain. The temple has it's set into the rock, so the entrance it's pretty much a one-way entrance. And as you get to the top and you start to walk around towards that entrance, you hear the pirates laughing. You smell their pipe weed.
Sure.
you hear them talking. They're like, the shots have quieted down. They're like, hey, can you see anything, Fat? No, boss, can't see anything. It's been pretty quiet. They ought to be headed up the mountain any time now. Good job, guys. I was wondering if you'd forget about the pirates in the heyday of everything, and they'd be waiting there at the end.
All right, I'm going to.
Pirate's life for me.
I'm going to summon a swarm of bugs.
Bees. Yeah.
Bugs, yeah. I feel like I wouldn't summon a swarm of mammals to just fly into their death, so I don't want to do bats or rats.
No.
So I'm gonna do like locusts.
That's
Whatever flying insects are on this island.
Mantists and locusts and beetles begin to fly from the jungle
Oh
in a
my.
wretched
Oh my!
cloud
Fuck
on the
you.
side.
Got it.
I hold my hand out and have them in like a large cloud above my hand,
That's so funny.
and then I point them off in the direction of the pirates.
Fat says, "Hey, boss, you're gonna want to take a look at this." And Slim says, "Hey, yeah, I don't. Barbadon says, "What the hell do you mean?" And then he sees the black cloud of insects on the mountainside, and he says, "Oh fuck! Oh god!" And you hear like a couple of gunshots. You see Fat and Slim and Stinky Pete. You see Fat and Slim run down the mountainside. Oh, why are you doing this, though, boy? Oh, no. Barbadon says, "Quick, get a torch out, Stinky Pete." He's like, "What are you trying to do, boss? Holy fuck!" And the bugs are like all around. And you hear a torch light up.
Shoot
you
him.
kind of smell this like resinous smoke. And it kind of seems like the two pirates still remain, and we're able to. What do you think that was, Stinky Pete? It beats me. Yeah, I think they're here. And you hear a pistol cock.
We were supposed to attack while that swarm was distracting them. Trazodone, go kill them.
I'm sprinting towards them to punch them in the skull
Yeah.
All right,
with
cool.
my brass knuckles.
Wait,
Stinky Pete.
can Mirabella go on your back?
Yes, sure, fine. I don't hear you ask, and I assume you just tell her to get on my back, and I don't notice.
I'm going to cast magic weapon on Trazodone's brass knuckles as he runs towards
Oh
them.
fuck yeah!
And
Fuck
so
yeah.
that they're going to gain a bonus.
Okay, Trazodone. Stinky Pete is terrified. He doesn't even use his attack of opportunities. You
I
like,
widen
swing
my
around
eyes
from
as
the
I
top.
sprint towards him.
I'd imagine you do like a swing around from above him, like a little sprint slide, and just like
Yeah.
catch him in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that connects. You feel his nose like break under your knuckles.
It's like Ricky.
Yep.
Ricky-O.
Yeah.
And,
Brave
what's
Ricky.
was this
Strangle him with his
Mirabella
intestines,
do?
Rob.
Or is
What-
that whichever one you sent?
Mirabella's right.
Mirabella.
Mirabella. What does she do?
She leaps off and attacks the other guy.
Oh,
Barbadom, dude, Barbadom. Barbadom's just living his life, man.
Yeah, why are you gonna fuck with Barbadom?
I feel like they could have just. I feel like at this
He's
point,
vibing.
he'd give up.
Okay, she bites him.
Yeah, just a bite.
All right, yeah, she snakes down Trazodone's arm. And manages to land a bite on Stinky Pete, and he says, "Oh, Mama, I'm coming home," and then he dies. The old
Oh,
centipede
dear.
bite in his neck.
Yeah.
Barbadom drops his gun and puts his hands up.
All right.
You win, boys. I ain't got no fast ones. I could fail the opportunity like me pa. Just I don't think he tried this, and he told me if I ever got the opportunity to just wait at the temple, and he was angry he didn't do it. That's the pirate way.
Put your pussy on the pavement!
Okay.
Pussy on the pavement, Barbadom!
He sits down, with his hands up.
God.
Says, "Please, just I'll give you anything. I'm a very wealthy man, actually. I've got quite a fortune tucked away. I'll give you a chunk of it to just let me walk.
Good. Yeah, we'll take it.
I'd understand if you'd want to kill me. Okay, the fortune's on my ship.
Just give us your money.
Okay. pulls like 10 rusty gold pieces out of his pocket, throws them on the ground, and he says,
Gold doesn't run.
there's a lot. Well, yeah, I can't carry a bloody fortune with me. God damn, it's way too much.
Clearly just been painted gold. There's just like
It's way too much. Come on.
It's
Come on,
okay,
it's back on the ship. It's
Just
back
head
on the
down.
ship.
Just head down the mountain, calm and
Get
quiet.
out of here.
Hold on, everybody. Barbadom said something about lifting a family curse by sacrificing his heart or whatnot.
Yes.
You know, this guy's got a lot more to gain here.
Yeah,
than we
no,
do.
he's
as far as
in
I
it.
know, we get nothing from sacrificing this heart.
It would be really nice if you had to give it to me, but
Leave the heart in the field. About
Yeah,
5
we were
minutes
content to
ago.
just go home.
Yeah,
well,
no,
you know,
no,
it gives you like eternal life or something, right? I mean, if you, I got to walk away from that in order to appraise Umberlee, so
Whoa. Eternal life.
Eternal life.
something like that. Maybe it'd make us young. I don't know. I didn't read the fucking book. I just hear what the pirates talk, and I don't believe half of them. But I didn't.
Why is it a
I heard it on
family curse?
What?
What's
They're
the-
unrelated. Me pa made a pact with the sea god and couldn't deliver. Whole
You've just
family-
also had a family curse then.
Yes. But it's
You're
my family
interested
curse.
in eternal life, regardless.
No, I gotta
of
walk
the
away
family
from that
curse.
in order to satiate the curse. I gotta say, listen, boys, here's the heart. You're gonna need this.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make sense, Barbadom.
It'd be nice if you just. It doesn't make sense for you to give it to me. I'm a little frightened. I feel like you're telling me I can have it and you'll just shoot me in the head or whatever. But that's how I do it. He shrugs. But no, I'd be happy to just walk back down the mountain. Really, it's fine.
All right.
Yeah, you just go, Barbadom.
I would say
All
go
right.
ahead.
Well,
yeah.
Thanks,
Go down the
fellas.
mountain, small fry. Get out
Maybe
of here.
maybe the winds will unite our fortunes.
Don't
but-
care. Don't.
and he
Don't
Hey,
know what.
good,
don't
better
know what
luck in
that-
100
get outta
years
here.
there, champ.
Maybe me son will do it. He grumbles as he disappears
Oh my
into
God,
the tree
he's got
line.
a fucking kid.
As he walks back down the mountain.
Yeah.
As
All
he-
right, let's go
Tom's
sacrifice
kid
his
must
heart.
be pretty damn unpleasant.
I
A real snot-nosed brat.
You walk up to the large stone doors of the temple. This guy is a little pinker, and there's like this pretty obvious mechanism where there's a scale by the door, and the doors aren't gonna just open for you.
We put the heart on the scale.
Bingo.
sort
The
of
doors slide open. There are 24 wood elves standing in their robes around
Ew.
a circle on the floor.
All right, let's go in. Going.
Yep.
Yep.
I
It's the-
strut.
The old man. They all have these really kind of spooky looking wooden masks on. You would recognize this, Roger, as the as a ritual to the fertility goddess, but only insofar as the masks. You don't recognize the robes or the composition of the people or anything like that. And the old man, well, who you assume because he speaks, comes out and he
Right.
says, "Welcome, champions. You have all proved your prodigious strength.
Oh, they're gonna sacrifice
all right.
us.
And now-
Yeah,
We have a worthy champion." And
yeah.
everyone kind of
Fuck
stomps
this. Bad
the,
vibes.
the big stone doors.
I turn around and walk
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Ah,
Bad
fuck.
vibes
God
o'clock.
damn it.
Is sacrifice evil the Aztecs
Yeah.
evil? Yes, they were.
Fucking
Sacrifice
bad
is
vibes o'clock, you guys.
In fact, you recognize the masks as well because you're well read. You didn't put it together, but the symbol on the robes, you've read about it once. It's like a cult of fringe druids and wood elves and just casters
Classic.
in general who believe in the Detrius cycle, right? And so obviously, nature is fed by organisms dying and decomposing, so they think that they have to do that for their god as well, right?
Sure,
So
sure.
they're all standing around this circle that looks like it goes down into a hole in the temple.
Sounds like spider.
So
I guess.
little Raj was riding
Oh.
proudly on my shoulder, but he tucks away now.
Yeah.
with the bad vibe.
And there's this chant in the background, half of them start ooh ah.
I
elder
cast
says-
fog.
The elder raises his hands and just begins speaking in tongues as the circle takes a step closer. And fog begins to
Yeah.
you know,
I want to start slitting
Thinking.
throats.
Any magic
Dog.
left in my brass knuckles after they got magicked?
Maybe a faint crackle. You get like
Faint
one or
crackle
two
of
more magical
magics?
hits. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
perfect.
faded. Yeah, there's about 24 of them, and they've all encircled you. And as the
Like
and
to
everyone
summon a
takes
swarm
another
of
step forward,
spiders.
and the circle grows a little smaller. Okay, so
Yeah, swarm of
the fog
spiders.
was Roger, Lurch.
I guess
Huh?
I do what I always do. I charge the closest one with
Three.
me and Mirabelle and Zoe.
Perfect. Yeah, it's an old man under the cloak, and you just and the centipedes, and you just like murder him. It's very easy.
Perfect.
And I want them to just bounce from one
Mhm.
guy to the next as quickly as
And
I
the,
can.
and the circle tightens again as
Yeah,
everyone
if your whole
steps in.
thing's death, fucking die. Good
And
one,
the man,
cultist.
the
Throw him
man,
in the
the
pit.
man who you killed is just like outside of the circle. Well, he's not worthy of the pit, right? He didn't catch the boar.
I don't give a shit. Not my ritual.
Okay.
Throw all these motherfuckers in the pit.
That's so fair.
Flit, what did you say you wanted to do? Summon spiders?
Yeah, just a fuckload of spiders. Just dummy amount of spiders.
Roll
So-
like a collective will save.
We're
Yeah.
above the spider pit.
We are above the spider pit.
That's not good.
Yeah. Swarm of spiders. And they just attack and disorient.
The spiders start to crawl into the robes and into and up into the mask and crawl
Yeah,
out.
for sure.
And there's another as the circle gets smaller. You guys now probably have about 3 or 4 feet between you and the pit, where that's where the dungeon and the spider and all the bones and stuff was. It's under the mountain, and so they're able to. The willpower of their chanting is strong enough to you didn't just disrupt them by conjuring a bunch of spiders. They've waited a century to do this ritual, so.
Don't care for that.
Psychological tactics won't really work.
Well, it's also they're biting them.
That's true. But
I mean, they're being bitten
they
by a
roll
bunch
for,
of
1,000
spiders.
spiders, it's that they just roll a collective will save. Just like you guys have good dice.
All
rolls.
right. I mean, they've got a. Sure. Yeah. I feel like that would fuck with you pretty bad, but.
Waited
Go ahead.
100 years to do this ritual. You're a magical wood elf. You're in the fervor of the chanting. You're not gonna let fucking spiders stop you. No way. Trazodon?
I mean, so they're like 3 feet away from me. Is that what you said?
Yeah, just there's maybe.
Okay, I
I
have my 2 brass knuckles, and I'm going to the one that is closest to me, and I am trying to smash, earbox him, but with my brass knuckles instead of just clap. I'm trying to pop him like a zit, pop his head like a zit. Just
you pop 2 heads.
fantastic.
But
Like a zit.
the circle closes again,
Sure,
and
sure.
and they all hold
Of
their
course.
hands up, and like torches being lit in a circle, their hands flare up. And one of them, two of them actually just go to press their hands on you, Trazodone, as you attack. And one of them you're able to slap away his burning hands, but the other plants them on your back, and you go ah! As that's another hit point lost because you have 2 hand-sized.
So I'm at
brands on
1
your
hit
back.
point now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fantastic.
Fantastic. Raj.
All right. In the face of true evil, Roger has a real character moment and realizes that his arachnophobia is misplaced and that spiders are misunderstood. And he's going to summon nature's ally to call the mountain
Big
hollow
spider.
spider out of the pit to slay his foes.
Okay.
Bold move.
He says, you meat's crushing their heads. Not meat, I'm sorry. Trazodone is crushing their heads like watermelons. a few of them have fallen to centipede bites, and you crouch down and you concentrate. You put your hand on the temple floor and you feel the spider down in the mountain with its 8 eyes just lurking, waiting to eat you guys. And he says, "Why would I fight my friends, Druid? If there are no men atop the temple, no one will bring the offerings. Fool."
That's really fair.
Well, Spider, you can either eat them or eat nobody.
What does that mean?
Well, me and my friends aren't going to get eaten by you. These are 65-year-old men trying to push us into a small hole.
It seems like they're succeeding.
They're not. We're about to kill them all.
There are 12 left in full review.
Yeah.
Your health dwindles. Your blood spills onto the floor of my cave.
My blood's not spilling.
How about I threaten you with fire, Spider, and I'll burn your whole
You're
cave to the
going
ground.
to jump into the pit and burn my rock cave.
I'll do it from the top of the pit. Just burn your
If
spider
you're really
webs.
that strong, you wouldn't need my help. And the spider severs the psychic connection. And
That's a good point.
spider's
All right,
away.
I just wanna get out of the circle.
Okay. You get up and the burning hands. You get attacked by 2 people with burning hands. They, one of them you're able to slap out of the way. The other one right onto your chest, and it burns through your shirt. It sears your flesh, and then you lose a hit point. You sort of stagger back, and they all step closer. There's probably about 2 feet between you guys and the spider pit. Lurch, I'm gonna roll for your centipedes.
Yep.
I'm gonna give them 4 attacks as they two more men. Oh, I feel the god in my brain, and just like die.
Jesus Christ.
A few break ranks, but their friends usher them back in. Do you want to do anything as Lurch?
Just stabbing.
Yeah, you manage to stab one, and he goes, and he dies. And then two more attack you with the burning hands. And they both manage to hit you as you kill their friend. On you, like they grab your arms and sear through your sleeves and burn both of your biceps and you shove them off. But you lose 2 hit points. It's like, and they all step forward again. There's a foot. About 7 of them are left, and they're all started to link their burning hands and arms together. That's a pretty weak circle.
Yeah.
But you guys still need to force your way through it. And the heat is getting irritating.
And
The
I have
pit?
1 hit point left.
Yeah, the pit's about 5 feet wide. Obviously, it goes down very, very deep. But it's not like if you guys could figure out a way to stay in the pit, it's not like you just have to jump in and die. That could be an option as well.
Do we know what's at the bottom of the pit? Is that just where the spider is?
Yes,
Okay.
because you found all the bodies that had been dropped
Right.
previously. Yeah. Cool. Well, it is Flit's turn.
Okay. I am going to create a holy blast onto these evil doers. They're because they're evil, they're going to need to succeed on a will save or whatever. But I'm just big old good vibes.
2 of them turn to ashes as you attack the mass, and and they step to close the circle, but there aren't enough of them. And 2 of the hands, where the 2 guys that you blasted out of the way, go out. And one man close to you runs forward and tries to attack you, and he grabs the side of your leg before you go to fly out of the way, and he withers your flesh as you kind of shake his hand and fly out of the way, also losing a hit point. And that makes it Trazodone's turn.
Hell yeah.
So
5 old
how
men
many of
are
these
left.
fuckers are left?
5 old men. They cannot close the circle, but they are about to step in and start grappling to push you in.
Okay. How far am I from the gap in the circle?
About a foot. Step.
Okay. I'm gonna just try and acrobatics my way out of the circle, and then if I can, just like punch one in the back of the head.
Okay, you can leave the circle. However, you will be attacked by the burning hands. But you
Oh,
can
well,
just...
I can't do that then.
Oh, true. Interesting.
Just
You
kill
could
'em.
risk it. 2 of them will attack you if you try to run past them, but
I mean, that's
You
not
only
a
get one attack
guaranteed
on
hit,
you.
right? Like that's
no, it's not. I've been rolling for them.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get outside of the circle then.
Okay. 2 of them go to attack you as you try to leave. I'll give you a dice roll to say something about that, and they go, but you manage to sidestep
Fuck
them.
yeah.
And you go to you wind up a punch. Go to punch one, and he steps out of the way, and you don't want to step
Aw.
closer to him
Nope.
because you don't want to get burning hands.
Right.
Because you're fucked up, and
Like,
so
I punch and I whip
swing,
it,
but
and then
you
I'm
sort
like,
of undershoot
whoa!
it. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
But you are outside the circle now.
Perfect. Their
Um,
ranks are breaking.
Yes,
Fantastic.
there's like 5 of them left. Raj.
And crucially, at least one of them is looking at me from outside the circle rather than looking in at everyone else. Crucially.
Yeah, the chanting has stopped at this point because there aren't
Fantastic.
enough of them. Their bodies lay like strewn around you in this
Mhm.
horrible circle.
Dumbass
How is-
elves.
how's Lurch doing?
Yeah, I'm staying back because I only have 1 HP, but Zoe and Mirabella are continuing.
Got it. I'm just gonna the old slice and dice to the guy who's nearest to me.
All right. Go for the old slice. Oh yeah, you. It's the elder. You just like slit his throat open under the mask, and you see it fall off. And he
And
really
I
cinematically.
grab him as he falls in his death, pick him up over my head, and throw him into the pit.
You hear the bones rattle, echoing up from the hole. And the 2 on either side of him go to attack you. One of them obviously misses, as is seeming customary, but the other one is able to. And he grabs your arm. I don't know how much you lose. You lose a health point. I don't know how much HP you're working
Talking
with.
to me?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. All right, I'm dead.
You go down. You're down. You're not dead. You gotta start
Yeah,
making
yeah,
death saves. Yeah. Okay, Lurch. Zoe and Mirabella. There's 3 left.
Yeah, I want them to attack, but I'm hanging back.
Okay. Zoe and Mirabella crawl up the. They're like going to attack you guys, but you see their eyes like roll back in their heads as they fall forward, and the centipedes like crawl out from the bodies. And one cleric is left, and the burning hands sort of dissipates. He's just like standing there amongst the 23 other corpses of the village elders that are smoldering in your wake. And he just runs down the mountainside.
No, the door's closed.
No, we're not doing that.
Oh yeah, he tries to run down the mountainside, but the door is closed, and he starts frantically hitting it, but it won't let him out.
Oh, you don't want to die, death cultist? Oh.
So you want to
I'm
defeat
just
your
cold as
god?
you are.
I didn't live 700 years just to see the ritual be forsaken like this.
Yes, you
Please.
did.
He tries to run past you and dive into the pit. Gonna let him have it?
I
That's
would
what I was
like to
gonna do
not.
anyway.
I would like to just, as he's running, just kind of like punch his head mid-run and like knock him out of the way. I don't want to.
You knock him out of the way, and he staggers to the side, splitting his head open on the temple floor. And
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
That all tracks.
All is quiet. All is quiet except for the death gurgling of Roger. Lil Raj is like scampering around his face.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And I heal Roger.
You heal Roger, and all is quiet as the sun begins to rise.
How do we open the door? I
Travis,
look
you're
around.
strong enough, right?
Get some leverage. Can we just take an
So it's like-
investigation check? Can we
So-
take 10 on
so you look-
investigating
You look
this?
around the chamber and you see that the door is like cracked, very slightly.
Uh-huh.
It was definitely sealed all the way, and then you guys had that fight. It's
Got
cracked
it.
slightly.
Let's throw all the bodies into the pit till the
Oh,
door's
yeah.
opened.
Yeah.
Let's throw just enough that the door opens.
Yeah, it opens about 1/24th of the way for every body you throw in,
Okay.
until you throw in about a dozen, and then that's enough space for you guys to
That's
squeeze
about
out.
half the way. Perfect.
The temple doors are halfway open. The sun rises.
This place. Fuck all of that.
This place
Yeah,
fucking
I
sucks.
hate
man.
it here.
Yeah. Really bad.
I'm gonna pour lighter fluid. You know, my hunter
you
lighter
have
fluid
that.
from
Perfect.
all the adventure bags that I stole.
Sure.
And I'm gonna stand at the doorway. I'm gonna throw my torch into the pit.
You hear though.
And I'm gonna step outside quickly.
Smoke begins to billow from the pit in the mountain as you step outside.
The
you take the
sun
heart off?
falls into the sea.
Do you take the heart off the scale?
Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The temple doors close. You have the golden boar, the golden heart. You have won the hunt, and you have overpowered the elders.
Go the fuck home.
I throw up. I throw up.
You guys walk back down the mountainside, and the village is pandemonium because the temple smoke is rising.
We're
from it.
leaving. We're getting out.
None of the elders
We
have
don't
returned.
give a shit. We don't give a shit. We're
They're like
getting
asking
out.
you frantically what happened. Like people are like screaming and staring at the mountain.
Sorry. Don't speak common. Sorry.
Death cult.
No, the women and the
No
children are like,
comment,
wait,
sorry.
wait, no, please come back.
Mm-mm.
And there's a few of them like even like blocking the docks. You see Barbara on the ship like way out in the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Sorry. Don't understand what you're saying. Sorry, you were gone.
Yep, you just shove them out of the way. Run
Sorry.
down the dock.
Covered in blood.
You get on the jolly boat. The driver says, "All right, heard." And he starts to
go.
Yeah.
Throw
This
you guys
place
back.
is fucked and we're leaving.
They're like jumping into the water and swimming after you guys.
Sorry. No.
But none of them
No
make
more
it that
room.
far. And you guys paddle back to the ship.
The moral of the story
drowning,
is
trying to
fuck that.
swim after us. You're just watching dozens of people drown.
All right, and we'll see how that all went.
Mission
Okay.
accomplished.
Yeah. Ba, 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 ba.
Lurch and Roger, you guys both lose a sanity point because of that, which equates to a -1 on intelligence or will.
Intelligence.
Of the drowning
Permanently?
because of all of that, or like
It just like gives you PTSD more or less, and you're like, "Oh my god, I was almost sacrificed to an evil death cult."
Yeah.
MF's like Flit, who's a hummingbird, and Trazodone, who's a half orc. They're not so affected by it. Also, they rolled high, so I'd make up other reasons.
Yeah.
You guys couldn't quite cope with that one. That was a lot,
Sure.
especially the
That's-
women and the children like drowning themselves.
What it was is that Lil Raj almost died to
Yeah,
the rich man.
there you go. Oh, that would get under your skin a lot.
That's what gets into Roger's skin.
I
He's
do
not
minus,
he's not really worried about anything.
minus will save.
Yeah, just make a note of that. Minus
Yeah.
-1. You get back on the ship. Lurch and Roger are a little rattled. Kind of that like been in the shit too long sort of stare.
Yeah. I curl up into a little like nest of blankets and towels with Zoe and Mirabella.
You guys did just
Like-
kill like literally like 32 people today or something ridiculous like
Yeah.
that.
We're a
You
bunch
stay
of
back.
bad men.
It's a really weird and sad 2 days at sea.
Yep.
You get back to the dockyards. The orc says, "Hey, how was it?" And you guys
It was
kind of
fine.
Yeah, you guys go back through the basalt sigil, holding this fucking pig and this really heavy heart, both in your hands and in your minds. and you go up to the second floor, and Edith's in her office. It's like late afternoon when you arrive. You knock, and she doesn't hear you because she's old, and so you just have to come in. And you, didn't you just leave? Do you have any more questions?
No, we've
Just
been
set
gone
the
for 3
shit
days.
down on the desk and leave.
Oh, wait, you're forgetting your upgrade tokens. And she waves 4 red slips at you guys.
Just grab them, walk out. Fuck all that.
You. You're not going to tell me about it?
No, it was bad.
They're all bad.
It was just bad. Nothing good came of that except for these upgrade tokens.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, ma'am. You know, we're all it just kind of sucked.
Better luck next time.
Just
Thank
be
you.
thankful you won't remember it.
You guys would see in the next coming days as you go around the work campus healing and recovering VSC, and they updated the little banner to say winner of the Golden Heart.
Fucking hell. It's just not that simple, my guy. Like, why are you putting that out there? That's shameful. What we had to do, I will never speak of the Golden Heart.
Mm-mm.
How dare they?
Roger's taking little Raj on a long vacation.
Thank you guys for playing the Hunt for the Golden Heart. I hope you all enjoyed the session.
Fuck
Yeah.
that pig, man.
Had a good time.
Punk ass pig. Unbelievable.
Was it too frustrating to chase, or was it like just enough? Because I wanted it to be just enough with the encounters sprinkled in between to make it exciting.
Yeah.
No, I liked it.
Yeah, I think it was good.
Cool. What do you guys want to do next week? I have it pinned in the West Marches chat, so we can just easy reference.
What's the next one?
You guys did
Let's see,
retrieval.
there's retrieval, animal control, political interest. That's
Yeah,
fun.
I want to do political.
Yeah,
interest.
I would. I think political interest would be fun.
Okay. I can set that up. Nice. Good
I'm
shit.
probably not going to play Roger next week or next time.
Didn't like
I'll
it.
either play Tadpole again or make someone new.
You said specifically that you didn't want to play Tadpole for political intrigues. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Well, here he comes.
Yeah.
Coming to make
Well,
trouble.
Tadpole really had his fill of political intrigue working for the Swamp Queen.
That makes sense.
So, you know,
Good
the money's right.
shit, guys. Good shit. Does the
Barbadon
sanity...
was a classy guy.
Thank you.
I felt very conflicted morally. I was having a hard time with that. I didn't feel like my character would have stuck around because, goddamn, this is just like death for pig. This doesn't make sense. We're not helping people. This is just
Right.
this.
Yeah.
It didn't track with Flit the Hummingbird's modus operandi, but you know, maybe she'll come back next week, but she's pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hello, welcome to the debrief. No fun goodbye this time because we sort of meandered for a while, so sorry if this feels abrupt. Thankfully, I have no folklore to discuss or unpack this time because, you know, this is just going to be error justification and a little bit of context. The session was definitely inspired by The Most Dangerous Game, but with a D&D twist, obviously. It was also inspired by an Easter egg one-shot I did a few years ago. I really like how the DM handled that, and so, yeah, I just, you know, made the target moving instead of Easter eggs, right? So that was fun. The adventurers, not our party, but the other adventurers, were underwritten deliberately because of time constraints. Rob was doing woodwork until 38 minutes after we started, and so I had to cut a little bit of content from the session, and the adventurers were just the easiest. They were never supposed to fight the party, but they were going to haggle with the party. They initially approached them to make an offer, and that could have descended into combat, but those adventurers were sort of low effort because just like our party, they're not really getting paid. So yeah, you just sit in the swamp and watch the pig go by. But, you know, I wanted to explain it to people who thought that was weird. That's why the adventurers didn't do anything. I didn't have time. I also messed up day and night when they went into the cave. I guess my little baby brain can only account for darkness in the overworld, and in the underworld, when there's darkness, it automatically becomes daylight outside. I apologize. I retconned it in the audio. Sorry if it's obvious. It's fine. Simple thing, but because it's a podcast and all you have is my voice, I really need to go out of my way to make sure those confusing aspects are unambiguous. Guns, pretty fun. Haha, if we weren't on the same page about having muskets and fantasy, we are now. I think it's fine. I think they're pretty bad. They take 2 turns to reload and are louder than arrows. They have more knockback though. Arrows do not need to be reloaded and have less knockback, but they're quiet. Both do 1 hit point, so when I say that guns and bows work the same, that's what I mean. Obviously there are differences, but they both do 1 hit point and have pros and cons. I think a gun is a little more debilitating than an arrow. It'll knock somebody over, but you know, it comes at the cost of giving away your position and needing to be reloaded. Seems like a fair trade to me. And because everything only does 1 hit point, we sort of have to make trade-offs like that, or, you know, everyone would just hit everyone else with swords. And the last thing is Barbadon. You guys don't have context for that, because you've been playing D&D with us for years. Barbadon is one of my characters. He's a pirate guy. The Barbadon family is what we call them. It's fathers and sons in infinite succession. They're all pretty crass, crude pirate men with the same voice. I've played that character as a player character, and he survived a very harrowing campaign, and I was proud of that. And so, you know, Barbadon is not really a recurring character, but if I'm going to do pirates, he will probably make an appearance, because he's one of my favorites. I do really like pirates. That being said, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I hope you're enjoying our games. I'll probably have another one out in a week or two. Yeah, thank you so much for listening. It really does mean a lot.